Yankoni Hekakra.
Messi.
Way time a Leo attached down India. Na fans na airtrain Leo Messi airport no na enye izini padom na salaya wo airport wo obi apese ohun Leo Messi nte be fans na omo airport no man omo airtrain Leo Messi yen hwe kakra bi. Fans na from Kessben Messi time Odu airport and amuhei Kessben so na Messi ne convoy no security na enye izikra security police military any others Messi convoy no time na etwam no and amuhei yenti kakra ne me call so Messi ho dom Messi convoy and amuhwe nti ono nete white car ne mu na fans ni bi ekotwa Messi stadium ho no mo nti before Messi arrival na stadium ho no almost na ayema fans ni ekotwa ye se Leo Messi ebeba stadium ho no ma na omo egusomo atwemu mumyehwe time na supporters ni bi ekowura stadium ho anomo twen se Messi ebeba afei omatwen ya Messi mother na Messi buy no se omani kosua ebehu Messi no na akwakoye den sika omatua omope Messi ani mahwe no na enye izikranti nko first start say wa mo destroy stadium ne niema we time sita na wato nko for destroy seat no niema na ewo stadium ho Enti awuf na apa no wey Leo na rival India na supporters etu sika akwa stadium sama akope Leo ahwe no na pina enya hu Messi mi hu Messi so stadium ho eno ho niema omo sa na mo hwe Kessben television so na akwada bako artist India na wadro Messi na draw na wadro Messi no portrait picture akwada no ayade pantima Kessben no wey Belfro a former castle na wadro Leo Messi papa said the mo no Kessben television so 3 days and Leo ebedi India or the Luis Suarez and or the Rodrigo de Paul the disciples no obomodem edomo eka ne ho na yenko announcer Ronaldo or 72-year contract na was sign or 7 year obeye minority stakeholder Inter club and the Eddie Al-Nassr yet this obenya 15% stake Al-Nassr omo club no way agreement omo call before say Ronaldo no contract no ono enso extend yanko Inter Milan so ye captain Lautaro Martinez also bisa no say on choose either Scudetto or Champions League trophy na on choose mu bia obekọ for double or GD plus Inter Milan or me capable somebody double Champions League no Inter ebetimi age omo ebe fight for the Italian league into both trophies and Inter Milan omani enso abreho Dr. Beppe Marotta Inter Milan omo CEO wo omo Christmas party na course no na or two players nefo so omo fan kuku a omo edi against Liverpool omo fan to omo chi na nye game a na osan komo lose game no dubious penalty and a refugee Inter Liverpool were some kaba ko mo entimi Anton said defeat no to omachi a oh league no and bro mo so say omon ebetimi age dance dumb face we changing agent among for cancer next year dear then our best fresh club or be free Inter Milan alunti and a dance dumfries ono enso assassin agent Shasha boy a boy edema Bayern January ya yentie and say likely so obe free Bayern because playing time our koye den edi amano manono ya and as Vincent company decided say 2 games a Bayern Munich ebebo before Christmas break or no and ebeda nebom yesi January obe rotation kakra ama goalkeeper or ye number 2 Jonas no some games in January enso etimi ababeda Madrid and Deportivo Alaves ebebo our Spanish Premier League din Hausen Madrid Arocavana wo prayer na say na omo games weekend win game Madrid airborne din Hausen ebetim abo nemom Antonio Rudiger akonya knock on the enya likely say match we ono enso ebetim abo Dayo Upamecano sikana ope Bayern so ansa na contract no why stand na kwakoye den pa Bayern empese omo betua sikana ope salary around 20 million euros and a Bayern for empesa sika no obetua ede amano yanko Barca so ye Barcelona and Osasuna ana airport Hans Flick say ye wo December so dey too early so because we be 4 points gap in league no omo ana edge game against Osasuna nanka kwambia so mutimi try na omo winning.
Wow, this is this is a topic we can discuss a lot, but I don't want to do this. This is how I said before. I don't want to speak about Real Madrid, about other things. Only Barca. This is why I'm here, and this is not my topic. Sorry.
Barca manager Hans Flick and the attending currency occur pre-match. Now more the Madrid issues tata no 4 points and the Madrid truly. Also the concentration and your more on dream Osasuna game no Barca yo December also mutimi try na omo massive points pa Real Mallorca the loan deal offer Barcelona so makoda Marc Casado no omunya na omo epepa ono so ban injuries are affecting the pa amount season way blow hot and cold on sheda enya bim bonti Real Mallorca na omo pe Ronaldo Araujo Eko Israel kwa hwani shebrem kakra Barca fans ni pina di din atem kasetianon both online and in person ama oko Israel say okosene nyagofa ni madom na fe kobaye no and reception wonya Barca no odu Catalonia krumo no some of the Barca fans ehia na omo enso encouraging ye pa eno da when Nigeria case Madrid omo Barca subo say Nigeria na ohye kire na o influence referees ema mudi Emma Barca na Enra court efre video call ama Ernesto Valverde and Luis Enrique oma coach Barca pen omo ene court ni edin komo Valverde and Luis Enrique omo ka sam cro omo se doing time na omo coach Barca no happen that sir referees report Barca pen for edi abre omo ball na omo concentrate on referee decision there na omo mfa ho kra wey any adansi dia omo kodi ye e court enra bra video call and so etimi e call so Julian Alvarez oye Argentina no bo e de Atletico Madrid yatete se Barcelona person sign no be ye long term replacement for Robert Lewandowski. Julian Alvarez say sadie no ayen komo officially obi amanim e be ka ho nkyere no wa fa no se eye bosrimka one de ne concentration sa brebia no wo bo ya di Atletico Madrid mo enso a club no the besi akire de won fa hon kwantimu a mo kan so be fra Atletico no also da so player ma Atletico no de ho na adwene ni nyina enso ewo Mohamed Salah enra wo midfield action e be kan ye sa Anna slot any ne be meeting the outcome of the meeting e be kire so weekend way Liverpool Brighton Salah be bobi and onye part of the team ampa era mate no koso yes Van Dijk captain no wo boa ye papa am as I say 2 parties no Anna slot and Salah omo asmoke peace pipe Van Dijk no or very influential instrumental e Enra meeting mu ama Liverpool boss no manager na tonsa afre Mo Salah say game against Brighton no o meka match day squad no ho na no na middle former player ma Egypt national team no or say it's about time Mo Salah move on na onko Saudi Arabia emena so the time Liverpool no over one to us na onko ginisika was Saudi Arabia. Gary Neville say I am United omo legend in say obi ya de bone Liverpool ni kwanse oka Salah Inter ni senka Man United plan kokko kan ya Kobeka say tia said a few years ago Ronaldo ebeye such statement no obeka so Ronaldo enya adwene say Salah na kwakoya on Gary level na say Gary Neville no the stance one Salah wanya de kra.
I thought he should have come on. It's easy for me when it's at Liverpool because I can sit back and relax a little bit. I wouldn't like if it was at my club, Manchester United, and I didn't do a few years ago when Cristiano did it and he went and did the big interview. I thought it was wrong. I thought the timing was wrong. I thought the way in which it was delivered was wrong, and I can see why Liverpool fans would be upset that he's gone in there after the game. But actually, I was doing the game. I thought he should have come on the pitch, was my personal opinion. I said it in commentary, that I thought substitutions should be made and that Liverpool needed to go for it. And they did score a goal pretty quickly after, but I still thought he should have been on the pitch. And I can see why he was upset, but I can also see it from Liverpool's perspective.
Guy now for Man United, I'm a great sinner. Then some way, Eddie Achudra, Liverpool, Brighton, Cody Gakpo, and a Wataru Endu, Sa place ni injuries in tea, one more ultimate but Alex Isak and so I doubtful. Medical team says, Abia, no about Abi Swa, nan on also entity but we can wait Chelsea, any Everton, and an airball. It is some manager, Enzo Maresca say, game no only saying, and I was saying, game I told my boy 8-9 days ago against Leeds, called for the Kanachi, Eddie Cassetiano, sa game no, and define Chelsea on a season no, against Everton, no many Abraham, Enzo Maresca.
That most of the time we are always looking for problems or things that we need to solve. But again, this game was last Wednesday. It's 8-9 days ago. And now in 8-9 days ago, we are not going to change our season because we didn't get the points that we expect, for sure. But I'm completely relaxed, I'm completely okay, because I'm sure that at the end of the season, we're going to be where we have to be. Understand that
Enzo Maresca manager Emma Chelsea and your tin and Kano Sean Wright Phillips or a former player what body Emma Chelsea paying now or say Enzo Maresca no or your coach yeah heard 2 years ago or Leicester no before Christmas Leicester lead ya January after that points no swat say who manager no sa obia me Bobby wa Bobby last week wa Bobby and ebe bono or say ebe ha Chelsea ye papa manager na sa de no onjai enimo mu ya.
They miss Moises Caicedo.
Massive. I think for them he's irreplaceable. It's almost like the conversation where people were talking about Rodri when he's out of that City team. I think Chelsea suffer from it massive. But on terms of it, if you hear what some of the fans are asking for another signing in January, a number 9, because obviously Delap and these injuries, and stop so much chopping and changing the players. I think some of the players are suffering from that. But a lot of this season, what's happening to now reminds me of last season and the season that he was at Leicester. Around the Christmas period, for whatever reason, last 2 years, Leicester, they went on the dip over the Christmas period. Chelsea did the same thing when they was up and the top, and it seems like it's starting again. Now I'm hoping they can turn this around.
Phillips and no, Maresca no. Before Christmas, say I know you. Na club na o coach no omo airdrop just here another man because the lap me prepare omo hobia bet am bank in the goals na no na Tony Cascarano so akasa o say Joao Pedro o hunu say o number 9 Chelsea here out and out striker obi obetima gina nim ho number 9 typical center forward that goals no say o pia to many Chelsea ehia mi pa January omo enkofa bi mra Jamie Carragher Liverpool am legend no or say Everton yiro mo ho a Chelsea Everton game no e betimi aye draw Chelsea betimi add double points Everton for no approach game ni ya Oscar former Chelsea player no okọ Brazil no okonya heart issue say dey wakola na equator ball no ono enso do som no aba no awieye Robin Amorim nakasa afima United any bomb of game na eba so no ana o se manager no oya de pa samanyomo any others no wamomo form no akosro team no aye team a omo ball efe coach no aye jima Robin Amorim.
I think he's a top team, top manager with a special player. So I think I don't look to the results. I look the way they face every opponent. They press really strong. They are really direct in the game. They can play with different options in front, and that give us a lot of options to work to prepare the game. So I expect again one Premier League game.
Amorim no Man United game omo ebo against Bournemouth no how magua any delete and am plenty omo MOB omo mess game no Arsenal in the Champions League omo abo 6 games obia share omo only say in all the 6 games omo players nafa man of the match 26 players are Arsenal omo last 6 games in the Champions League omo afa MVPs no enti no ni Madueke, Declan Rice, Mikel Merino, Martin Odegaard, Leandro Trossard, Nathan Gabriel Martinelli, nyina no afa MVPs Arsenal omo games so mabo in the UEFA Champions League. Yanto also other stories there. Crystal Palace former talks Omashas ye and manager Oliver Glasner Edin Komo manager ne contract yewu na ne modern monti omo ne gusu a omo Edin Komo Liverpool person table offer of 20 million pounds for Mark Gehi. Palace omo captain no Nelson Oliver Glasner or block some move ni say January onjan Emma Palace omo captain no enso emfiri Kolo Toure Enra on the represent Pep pre-match Man City omo pre-match conference or say Pep or you okay against Palace no Obeba now I bet on a bench.
Conference. First question, is Pep okay? He obviously would usually do the press conference, and will he be at the game against Crystal Palace?
Yeah, Pep is fine. It's just a small matter that we didn't bring him here, and but apart from that, everything is fine from him there. He'll be back for sure.
Kolo Toure ana yesene kano yenko matches no so yen sorry ma Sergio Emra. Oko Premier League na Crystal Palace and Man City ebebo, Nottingham Forest ebo Tottenham, Sunderland and Newcastle, West Ham United and Aston Villa, Brentford and Leeds ebeshia we games are eba so ochina and then about 3 year Chelsea, Everton, Liverpool and Brighton, Burnley and Fulham, Arsenal and Wolverhampton Wanderers ebebo na fe oko Spain na La Liga, Atletico Madrid and Valencia, Real Mallorca and Elche, Barcelona and Osasuna, Getafe, Ebo Espanyol, Sevilla, Everton, Real Oviedo, Celta Vigo and Bilbao, Levante, Becken, Villarreal, na Deportivo Alaves and Real Madrid and so the Afeso, Yantuaso, Enko, Germany, Freiburg and Dortmund, Bayern Munich, Mainz, Werder Bremen and Stuttgart and so Anebeshia we games are ebeba so our bonus liga other games Borussia Mönchengladbach and Wolfsburg, Frankfurt and Augsburg, Hoffenheim and Hamburg, St. Pauli and Heidenheim, Leverkusen, Everton, FC Cologne, Manchester Basso and Yantua so Enco Italy, AC Milan, Ebeba Sassuolo, Fiorentina and Hellas Verona, Udinese, Ebeba Napoli, Genoa, Ebo Inter, Bologna, Asia, Juventus, Torino and Cremonese, Parma and Lazio, Atalanta and Cagliari and so Anna Ebebo, Yenko Vie of French Ligue 1, Rennes and Brestois, Metz and PSG, Paris FC Ebo Toulouse, Lyon and Le Havre, Auxerre and Lille Ebo, Lens and Nice, Strasbourg and Lorraine, na Olympique Marseille and AS Monaco, Omo Enso Abo games are Ebo so ene. Any watching all French Ligue 1 and no way as soon as you na near Kofa Pumudin some every Dr. Amagashi ho Yebape Sergio Laka and Abidja for Ebe Devil Deep Ewan Kofo close on some make our say Kessben yam premises hey ya and a blood donation Elkoso be donate blood na Emma Unia Uhia Mojano one yebi Oba and Yema after donation and the betcha no a son boka Obet me about CA Ewa Adum Aseda House. And a blood donation no cost bra na umoja ne betwe bi for support unia na obi enim ochinasem ye ko fa nkrato every doctor amagashi ho
Jumapa hey anokwamo me kana Dr. Magashi so odi jumapa ha o Dr. Aje abasobode bebre di friframantam ade abepie asantima mu wo se ahaban kasa wote fa woyade bia bra Dr. Amagashi ho na onte ne te emfama ho empani force se wo yare na se wan fe wo se a obi enhu mobo yade ben na etete wo yade ben na ni wudi asie bra Dr. Amagashi ho na onte yade no te emfama ho eye stroke diabetes hepatitis akwada ne kokobo apie anase oba moje etu no opa wo hepatitis B so oyade pa na kidney problem oh better the te die na uhia anase die yade na etete wo akawahye ehia wangu tutumirika na bra Dr. Apostle Amagashi asoye na yade bedwane kra empanifo se yakote aduromra eno ane ahaban so yete no owuram Dr. Amagashi onfa ahaban ne enka okeke na emumu no obompa ye kire otwede amponyankopɔ totrobosu kwa me basa yi adom se onfa adom ene ayaresa emra na wode ahaban ne kawa amurum ho ana ho ye wodene Dr. Amagashi so nim sunsumu niema obetra se ahwehwe wachi babia yade ne firi a ebaaye wode ahaban na kawa ma wate apo wo ye champion Doctor ni bia wode ahabandro anase wode nubra eye adwuma de se ebere ne so kase a Amagashi na wodwane betwa no efitete odumako abo ade na yede adom achede ema Dr. Amagashi ode adi dwuma abesi ne Amagashi wo ye champion doctor keke fa wo yade ebra na wuduru hompo a yade no 40% kura timi yira ansa kura no wo doctor se wo enkrama mu a enha ho makuma se kura eno ane se obekọ Kaswa prison junction ana wo takura de a apawan Kejebri government hospital Kumasi so bra magazine macro police house eho ana Dr. Amagashi asoyewo techima so owo Hansa brigade ana bogoso power line eho ana obehu Dr. Amagashi je number ye da free doctor sesia ewo 0547 044 307 ana 0544 580936 ana 020 2408 206 Freddy sesia na yade anku doctor oye kikim doctor oye bruta
everything trade e besi ne twedi ampon boss ro bo asase wa mo bibia biem ebo mu niema no bibi fufuro bia meka ho biem eno amu na suahunu nimde e kire de ye de enye ene de ye ene okutwa so mbeka akire tiedi ni ye pa ne fatu tiri eye Dr. Apostle Amagashi mi do nyankopon awie ye bremu wode hahamane nubna esa yade me secret ni sorry
me catch on say pick number na go screen na sekeke no de freno na tutu na makɔ ho eni nansa me na me catch ro wa yarsan eto betwa
me de me ma meeting ni bebre ko hospital bebre ye ko ba bia me ma me na me ni menu ababa ko ye kura ni musi ye ko hospital bia kura ni musa wontimi nante nya hwe obi di adanse e fa Dr. Amagashi ana o kire mazi maku ene e bai tiade ma me bai kura no sa na Dr. Amagashi hwe no first adura wode ma ya koye within 3 days I was just saying no adu na fe de ma me na watimi kura dua e de nante ni empega ni biem nti me ka sei sa bre de ma me no MC na ye ni age ahoto aba nti me di adanse se Dr. Amagashi obi biara bibi ha wo ni padriam bia de mo jide so ba Dr. Amagashi aso ya bibia be kam
an sa mi magani ko na taka cikin wani magani sai wani ya gwada min wani doctor daga micro wenzo inda nazo doctor ya change yin lab na je na yi lab nazo ya bani magani so uku kenan so uku na gani wallahi na ji lafiya na law doctor ya ce min kaman aje Alima ciwon nan ya bari kura yasa dan wana musulmi saboda Allah ba kariya bane
agona hodu ko kata madu agona mi dogbene mi agbododo ye mi la dodo mi fie acho Dr. Amagashi wo doda fa ye mi ko egbe mi la gbe do na mi didi be mi ana hodu ko no anya be fifie Dr. Amagashi watikie aboto kata hotem nyamo la kata atikama ko zamile ma na nya se Dr. Amagashi nkokwa na ko be fibroid lo dubu diabetes lo sisi adolele gede nko gangan yo lo dosi e o lo sisi yata mi jibe mi ana mi anya be mi o kata mi ho Dr. Amagashi watike ko dem ni mi ano zaza ajebe ye pe ko nya nyeto ye pe ko bodu ko kata mi ho dem yata na nya nya hwavi yo nya nya hwavi kwa Dr. Amagashi watike ye nya nyeto kami ko dem ta mi jibe mi ana mi anya be Dr. Amagashi watike ye nya nyeto apene mi
wa o hia ma me de bai ilmo gbemi keke na ya ai ya se me wa papa ntu nyina
na dia kwa na waye opening ya botre dia tiele say we a critical issue ya mapa me ko papa me dey cooperation eti na unu ba na gine ho awa me ko papa no cooperation mamba bo so me nsan ka ho no beto ma be fo ma de why anyway let's go me ko be funda ka no ton fen so prefo ne wo ye die o so me nsan na ke fe ka no no ya botre ma me je ru kwa ka kire me some fan ko amagashi wo macro police house wo kasi kan wa tono ye de waye opani bato aba sene kini ko amagashi wo ni ko amagashi wo opani ye ni ko ye de ma to
ana pressure na wo so wa
sa force ana ho ya ye nyani ni am de ya ni le so fa amagashi am sa sa bro asama Yes. Yes.
Kana mejati Fabian Ncheno besa.
No so well no way.
I just know what kind of man. I'm a mother to have me back with me and send. I know 5 what kakaya me now wanti. And no ben on for mammy. And no ben. And I won't for mammy. I day. So to me some ya I didn't want come amenko.
Yamutre. About what seller? I will train to young for memoir. What
me about what seller? And then me about what seller. Ya kaya. Said Dr. Magashi. But you be papa and say a leer. A baha ben dread ya for yard your number 1. My baba tina say, I want to swim mu. My say dear. Me did me come to me kwa when ya won't be. Anybody be a shimich. Me met na have you more sure.
Anya, Ken, I want to make a scammer.
See how you know I check some out. I'm
oh my gosh, you're hospital. I want to so I told you she won. When you say she won, I say, and me who say that ye be each other. So we are doctor cook, not seven. We are food, won't mean no. Would your young one, Amagashi, would your friend Yasumesi, would your Yadi, the Abenemeso. Guam, Doctor Babu, actually Yarifu Nama. Nam some your doctor, we are not failure. Manka Magashi, what comes as a bro, I come so. Let me say, baby, dear, as I am here. Let me name some of Flaheim, and the side here. We could walk any black will be brave. Now, so more power would get, Befia. So what did it take? Messi, Betty, I turn on, and that's them to what. Yeah, how would piano? Messi, what Dr. Magashi, and Fayadi and Cook. My idea,
Dr. Apostle Amagashi, for your opinion.
Yawa wakwa baba Amagashi Herbal and Spiritual Clinic. Minya, ye me pesa me ma woti ase ne se. Yade a ebo nipa mani paye mmobo. Onyankopon aka wansema to Bible mu de daada. Saa na wode eduyefo nso aye den aba. Season bi ni nipa Onyankopon pagya no. Wonim dwumedi edi wo Dr. Amagashi Herbal and Spiritual Clinic. Ye me pesa me ma woti ase ne se. Se wo kan Jeremiah chapter 16 the verse number 4. Was in crophobia or we are dear bomo or we are there about there. It be a pressure. When the nipa do a pressure, you come financial up to now. When the nipa do a diabetes, you come up to now. When the nipa do a HIV, you come up to now. When the nipa do a hepatitis B, you come up to now. Say ya dear way na ya dear a year we are there. And nuna Dr. Amagashi and Popo the Allen now will do their mammy. So opa Dr. Amagashi Herbal Clinica. Jadia Bira air Taiwan. Jade ye sunsum yade nkofo ko meeting no matter what you say no me break you down. What about Dr. Amagashi what in two time ye won nkofo bre ono ma o mu say HIV na duro ni ho opani se unni edura enkasa ntie nyankopon abode eduro na ye ka no eduro na bedi bi ho ye nyina ye nim say Deuteronomy 23 the verse 1 say o say sebi nipa ni be man yegman ko ef enti se o be mesha Baba Dr. Amagashi wo ye be ma obema ne pie ekakraka e de ama sa na nipa sebi etwere da no so obi a hepatitis B da ne mojem obi ne nkoso enhu ade obi a yade bi tata no opani omo pa wo kwa ne bebrebe yade e na gu nipa ni mase yade e na asesan krofo bebre ma omo da ne hiafo enu nti na Dr. Amagashi meto nsafro se wa yale sa anu aduru ababedi
Se wo enkrama mu a enha ho makuma se kra eno ane se obekọ Kaswa Prison Junction ana watakra de a Apawan Kejebri Government Hospital Kumasi so bra Messi Macro Police House eho ana Dr. Amagashi asoyewo Techima so owo Hansa Brigade ana bogoso Power Line eho ana obehu Dr. Amagashi je number ye da frɛ Dr. Sesia ewo 0547 044 307 ana 0544 580 936 ana 020 24 08 Freddy says here, na yadi enku. Doctor, oye kikim. Doctor, oye bruta.
one, and Madueke's there at the far post to score his second of the evening.
Yeah, it's a fantastic delivery from the left-hand side from Zubimendi. Just caught everybody out, but Madueke's one that followed it in. It's an easy tap-in for him, but a fantastic cross.
Here's Martinelli again.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Alright, Meminda Ako Asai Ababetu Yembium Kessben Television, Kessben 3.3, Kessben 92.9 Accra. Pim so monitor programming live ewo DSTV channel 364, Go TV channel 121. Meminda Jumedi no Emreno Asai Asubium Dumienu na ye peja ye mu basically ye free to Arabe na Meminda no na ye hwehwe mu kankra abiom na fei the eba weekend so no ye ho adwuma kankra me kire ye agudie mu nsema eba so weekend matches no en nsema enso esi weekend nyina no ye ba na ye babo nyina tofa na ye mamu kwan na mo so mo kire madwen enso de efa ho 055159993 055159993 monfa mo messages no WhatsApp messages no monfa mfa emre yen na pese we voice note enso de eba anase wo de WhatsApp video enso eba 0593231 579 na yenhwe emu kakra enso emfa mamo World Cup Ghana enchekra na yeko World Cup akusi akan nyina enim ye group L England, Croatia, Ghana, Panama ne wasa group no ansampi yasha se edi ho enkomo yebehwe ye group no ebiom free samre iko nyina ye chances amanfo abusa ye fan compare previous World Cups yakowei ene toso enum de yakonyina no groups be enana yewom na ye fan compare omo strength anyway num so strength na ye nhwafe ye chances of qualifying to the next stage of the competition. Your strength against England, your strength against Croatia, against Panama. Yashe no hun komok dada. Pamcho yebesai esisubium ebedi hun koma komse emreno ebesunti na he na yedi efasai na hu Ghana your chances no binum kranra na omohwe combined 11 Ghana and England. Yenya 4 say 7 no 4 4 what the Ghana ye 4 and 3
say hey there be
mama Ghana say
yeah
mama was 11-0 and ebinuma
ya down for no abofo no oh ne dey say
ebi ma 3
ono na me pese me kai ni din ya down for Manchester ni na abofo no
okay
or the 3 players by
3
no go 3 Thomas Partey o me kick for Kudus Mohammed
and
o mu kick for Anton Semenyo
okay
and obi the bar say
yeah
can national team asem. So let's not pick Hurricane over Jordan.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit dispute yes that be Hurricane the all-time top scorer for England. He has more goals than Jordan. He's a World Cup top scorer in 2018.
Okay.
In Sab area see.
Okay.
Midfield of Partey. If you want to say Elliot Anderson, whether Adam Watson, any of them, any better than Partey. Obi Sukra Beka say Declan Rice the party bit no and Obisa ka say Anthony Gordon mo de omu nisro Radford mo nisro nche eye semen. Those were the areas, three key areas. Right wing, left wing, central midfield, any areas and I'm for say see area ho Ghanaian players me bit.
Okay. Nti no mo de 2-9 bye 3-8 bye. Okay. Nti ni nyina na ehun sam so mo de 4-7 right. And so bye binum de 11-0 bye. Ehwehwe mu a yebesa ahwemu ene ebiem na fe Croatia. Yebesa ahwe your strength against Croatia. Ghana say ye combine 11 any Croatia say na musi ehun Ghana chances any same power was our group L no and so emu yebehwe matches ebekoso ewo Europe ni miamia hodo p yebesa ahwe na afei Awal Mohammed ewrem ene also obehwe group D wodi nka ye ABC ene obehwe group D kakra and so the amayekre AFCON Ghana nkobi nanso no ya share groups na say ehwe mu san ene ehunu kopim say kwasiada ebei ochina ye na wotwe na AFCON no ehase ewo Morocco na fe ya be hwehwe no enso Premier League matches enso be kosometre Ghana Premier League games enso be koso weekend say na chances no etiema teams no enso enyina enra aduana wow etimi eko Pando Heart of Lions eko twa omo kaba ko omo entimi anti aduana stars. Wow.
Yes. Chioba Arestica team now obeye no. Gradually he's building that same team.
Okay.
And that was a consistent Aduana Stars team that easily offered Yusuf Ado, offer Godfrey Saka, offer Daniel Dakwa, offer Wahab Adams. You talk about Stephen Anochi Bedu, Elvis Opoku, Noah Mate, Sam Adams, Yaya Muhammad, Brighter J, and that's Zakaria Mumuni. You know, it was a team,
strong squad,
very strong squad, consistent squad, team that played in Africa. Almost about the likes of Reja, almost about the likes of Setif. And it was a team clearly.
Almost about sick.
It was I'm a Turebe Bob.
Yes.
Mekai Pana said furnish blue jersey.
Yes,
Mekai. It said you gradually. I think team a better Diana this season. Your media, say be beyond the because almost an experienced squad. Alex Boatis said, "I'm not Bedu. I can ask him is back into the free." Godfrey Opoku Wake is there. Emmanuel Mafu is playing very well. Sana Seydou super in midfield. Mizaka free. Ain't almost picking few guys, almost experienced blend, almost put them together. And who own him Chioba he's a super coach. It's traveling all the way to Pando to go and beat Heart of Lions, you know. It's just almost serious to win the Ghana Premier League. But said you, Open Soji Premier League now. Say be beyond stand here. You didn't see a league in here. Caught the second half, the second round, and that's a league in the and you might be great assassin. But say Open Soji League in here. Heart of Lions, Mediama Sporting Club, only a team to beat. And so to be called Heart of Lions home. Now Coco Show Modia. It tells me Adriana Stars clearly mean business this time round.
Okay. Entina de ho enso eno ne befie na behwe efie ensem so kakra de akan ya discussions yi enso eho Honorable Kofi Adams wakasa de afa sports bill no ewo parliament no enso eho Kumasi Asante Kodokonso akoka clubs a omo qualify ko round of 32 eno mu nkomo kakra pese ode hu nsem eba so ana ode aba Hearts of Oak NCC no Asia omo regional executive enso ene I moon some kakra ha Hearts of Oak any omo players no nsem no saying and akwakosi latest saying ni nyina ho nkomo e betwe kakra enso ewa ha Ghana Football Association second window no December yao there to so do NCA and 13th right in the 16th December and the second window no assign a no clubs no more players every other clubs as strengthen no teams you know Konya no ababeto ho ebiom December ye wo me and the 13th the 16th window no assign ebie and the year can some here now I don't know what's I decide if America ba I don't know
only in jam is say Sergio nka your teams be o and first na how to focus omo here about 3-4 players up front anka omo here ja but I'm looking at their situation now things can change Togo can change anything. But you know, I'm looking at House of Folk that need number 9, number 10, number 7. And I'm looking at Kotoko. Don't do their own prove yet. Kwampoku gave us something in the second half of the season last season. Now Kotoko say best striker. And I'm asking myself, say, with the attitude, with the discipline measures in Kotoko, new players no what will be the situation like? Or more the finances to purchase those players. The guys now a bedroom fans to stadium. The guys now Bema fans in any the players now more Bema fans in any that or more that enough amount of money to draw this quality. And only how come meaning say teams like All Blacks as well. And so here All Blacks they needed an experienced centre back, they needed an experienced midfielder. And we check the number of chances we create here. We be here experienced player up front. Now we hear the firepower of media men and Diana Stars. And una di know me hear say sisi as a Kotoko kasa omo for striker wa. Striker be no moko na omo the finances to go in for those players. That's the problem. Because I do said the Kotoko see so for a striker or musu for a striker no. Who here striker or buy or be banging in the goals. And I'm looking at Ombo Benya. I'm also looking at House of Folk who say looking at the situation, almost strikers and almost team magos and almost out. Which strikers are they going for? No more call for mobile, almost to be a boy, man. And then the idea how can Tiama smiling, yes, a baby.
Wow, now as someone who can say, see, here, now, very serious. And it smiles, Neko. I don't know. Okay, but it's in your it's in what me show so now. Eddie, na emuso emu shibao emu ohu and also I to me smiling until the magia tumsa yam fanisa. All right, we any others in the very home and comedy kaka our Mohammed Bashir Group D and so they are my yenyina so mamu nyina che and the akwaba emra final whistle media memenda bia the bremono. Okay, my answer quickly na yentwetwe enkomo. And the can.
You know, some shall say they are my chance.
So them say they are 12.
And you too. Because me grab me interested in Africa because AFCON mean ti me. Yeah. You know, me nim say Ghana for yen kan ho ni nti dia. Me ti ho nsem ye me hwe we na me ho ni ye.
Amanfo adwen ho pa.
Sa me dia me twen.
Yeah. Me yan ko bia country se ko ye no. Ye be hwe mo papa.
Oh and you know, AFCON me say match. And we clearly witnessed one of the best AFCON in the last time. Now, the expertise in the VR no crama ye ni jay. Inti afi we me say 33 and I hope Morocco wins it. Inti me say one game. You know, big games say Basel weekend in Europe. Now, me shall from Spain. Spain me shall say Barcelona against Osasuna. Now, Osasuna team ni team last season you who send no more de boss any by individually. This is in situation in Koye same. Omuko off no ma bakakra. Into those guys that were performing for the team, no men who to say the last no more performing. No. Ofa the likes of Antibu Deme, who say also soon and soon live up to 8 billion. But unfortunately, in as much as Antibu Deme as 4 goals, no, the kind of performance last season no day man. This is in performance and Koye that same team. And you are meeting the Barcelona team. Oma better first on the league table, playing so well, creating different roles for their players, performance and so any. And it is not just winning in the Spanish La Liga, in the Champions League they are still on course and they are playing so well. And Utie Labe Yamanra, or see if you said this is in performance, no, the Monday Bonacres so any last season. Rafinha is back, Lewandowski is fit, Rashford is available. Until you are looking at how the backline of Boyomo and those guys, everything are standing the test of the Barcelona attack with this kind of performance. Within the week. A honey baby, a more Osasuna hold, you know, a bit fall short, especially Barca defense, no any defense, because a hard nut to crack. But unfortunately, this is a team that plays all attacking football. And Saomo Baoswa, you need your defense to be 100% to make sure that you neutralize them. Unfortunately, Osasuna previously, especially some home grounds. But this is Barcelona with this kind of form. And you know, I don't see Osasuna stopping them. Barca and the team in the La Liga almost disappointed. Ubeti one off. It is the Omina again Vallecano. It said the Omni against Sevilla. And most of the teams in the Spanish La Liga are not making use of the weakness within the Barcelona team so far as the high line, you know, a plan air concerned. In terms of Barca, they be attacking progress, you know, and Momu team stand tall against their opponent. A win for Barcelona against Osasuna in this particular game. Real Madrid, so much pressure. So Utie in Sema Ekoso from the Ettingreto, Utie the Darius Paul, Utie Marca, and Utie ASA. And something you say, coach aye friend Javier Alonso. Se game of Beppo against Alaves and Olusu dia and Fiorentino Perez ebejane kwan because already omuni jinini didani akasa omuni Jurgen Klopp and so akasa say eniema nko ya these are the two coaches omobetimi ababe replace Javier Alonso and Makase in recent times the players coming out to say you support to coach problem in the coach na ye nyina beji problem na fa and we are with the coach ye be make amends 3 players are out abeka sa asem no from the camp of Real Madrid and no ma pressure ne ba fam and you know anya no I want to believe say after the Man City game no and kobo betimi apam Javier Alonso inti Alaves game ni game obia expect Real Madrid say omo betimi make amends in this particular game and with the likes of Pablo Ibanez, Jamie Pacheco, these are not guys who are matching in the La Liga this time around. Say, Omu one to stop Bobukwa, you fed Real Madrid. With Kylian Mbappe coming back in this particular game, I'm expecting Real Madrid to win. And almost lose against Celta Vigo. But you know, looking at the pressure, the demand, and the expectation, coach, you know, game way, one team sign, winning on mobile pam. I hope Alonso ever picking the right players for the game. And I don't want to see Rodrigo at the bench anymore because Rodrigo boy against Manchester City. What say or your player also man the chance to start and he need to start this particular game. I'm expecting Real Madrid say you know I'm gonna go away with a slim win. Me feel I'm by England. Now me by England yeah, you know big games na so. Now me started from Stamford Bridge. 119 days and Kupama and step foot in Stamford Bridge are almost share Chelsea JC and far more match. Kopama is back. Utie Enzo Maresca. Maresca say, and no ye training there, but none who kakra esa adotono. The question I want to say is Maresca going to unleash Pedro Neto, Estevao, and then Kopama behind João Pedro now? Tony Cascarano say he doesn't see João Pedro as a number 9, but Maka. João Pedro will continue to suffer until Sekupama be fit or beba because players no mubo behind him no players are players are because creators players are because the supplies never easily into your number 9 who say passes never for you to score goals. Enzo Crana or a little bit of creative element when the game no so behind the striker who those kind of final delivery the visionary passes from Enzo Fernandez. Into ASA or a striker Obebre. Now to Everton. David Moyes Abema Everton, that stability. Now the previous years now or the Emma Omono. Into Everton this time, the level of confidence, the team play, any determination and level of commitment. Omodemano, Obonte you know a nimu a chair. The previous years not the be relegation a threatening Omono. Again, so what show game now? We're finding the right balance to pick the right players for these games. Inti, Shawm goalkeeper Jordan Pickford, I improve so well. Ofa obi etise Coleman. Injuries na then go out. Say Coleman are consistent and can be seen and free Everton da. Mikolenko is also playing well. James Tarkowski and then Michael Keane, one of the best centre back pair Albania in the Premier League. A midfield, Dewsbury Hall, I James Gardner. As a senior moment in the last few games. And Dewsbury Hall playing against Chelsea, he would love to prove a point. And midfield in the area, one key player outside Chelsea when he midfield, Dewsbury Hall. And after that, so share 2 goals, 4 assists from Jack Grealish. He's another player. I was at Chelsea in more money in this particular game. And so now about Tieno Barry, their number 9 will lead the line. Before watch your right back in Abrantia, you're fed in DI. Those are the guys that you know for Everton. Chelsea, should be exploiting the fullbacks because and weakness no almost center back pen there. So decided to go central, you'll be in trouble. And only leave space to Jack Grealish and Dewsbury Hall or Bob punish Chelsea. Into Maresca, no be expecting. Selection now ya or the Benko year and that year. I'm picking the right player for this particular game because Everton are playing very well. Almost the 10 against 11 Real Old Trafford. I Manchester United. Yeah. So I'm picking the right players. Now this other Chelsea will be in trouble.
Yeah. But mine you just a point separate the two teams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everton this season they are playing very, very well. And Maresca Esa Kolusu match we are pressure paper and so. But with the pressure and then Simon Crawford can over the week, I'm expecting him. So I'll be picking the right players for this particular game. And I'm expecting Chelsea to go away with a slim win. Before I make PM a Crystal Palace Manchester City. We a game and Newcastle will be amazing. What follow Crystal Palace this season? This is a game in Newcastle missing. Look at their performance against Chelsea. Shomo against Liverpool. The team Oliver Glasner for team a friend Crystal Palace. Again, Manchester City are also playing well, and to beat Real Madrid at the Bernabeu comes in with different confidence. A bit me boost to players na mo team ya performing on the field of play. Inti on team the Inter Tarek Michel, Mazim Lacrosse, and then Magway Obiaye Oki. So far the left side, Daniel Munez because of cast accumulation games or mobile and Nathaniel Klein Eba Bademba Kamada in midfield alongside Watton or Jefferson Lima in midfield or more the options. Jean-Pierre Mateta leading the line. Nansen almost abo Edin Katia no my boy smile sir. Into creativity up front no and no shit for Crystal Palace. And Crystal Palace team said yo omunim how to play Manchester City. Omunim kwaya Omofasuni City ball. Ojine ho awon ti ase. But as I said, a draw against Chelsea. Omoche Liverpool 2-1. The Turf Moor and Manchester City echo. City team win the City team and no team baby. It is Ellen Holland's team and the three back of Oliver Glasner said you. So to me stop Ellen Hollander, you have about 80% chance of winning. Doku is also playing well.
Is he stoppable?
Ellen Holland.
Yes.
Oh, you know why not?
So far.
So far they will be improved here. But some Man City are
working. In any way, in a lot of games.
That's true.
Yeah.
In the Champions League and in the Premier League. And check the number of goals at Manchester City has about 85% of the goals.
Yeah.
In the Premier League in him he look unstoppable. But Crystal Palace in him acquire almost faso any Man City ball. And City are and most of the Nansen almost Sunday morning almost win consistent. Even that almost against Aston Villa. Aston Villa estopo Paul Torres and Ezricosa estopo Ellen Holland. So he's stoppable. But or a player also money con 90 minutes now. We will look at Krabia, you can punish. A game make a double chance for Manchester City in this particular game. Liverpool airport against Brighton. And the Liverpool are better at the position of Manchester United last season. Because of the position of Manchester United last season, they may person and say it is difficult to predict Liverpool. Playing against Inter Milan, no BN himself. Inter games on my ball at home. And the number of matches on my ball BN team in Shomono with the form of Liverpool, and yet at the Uncle Liverpool beat me a but Liverpool fight Yamajuna. It take you only in the last 10 minutes and almost now penalty on Moboshe. Salah pressure number 5 to concentration level and say player started to already concern. Na victory bar attention in na victory so no be forget about issues now already. In TNA Salah situation on my calming down and Liverpool focus so will game ahead of them. So here Brighton almost on your bad against any of the big sides. Almost Manchester City, almost Chelsea. And Manchester United and the team barely out of the situation. Oh, sure, team now. Those guys on my palm team are performing are still there, but just that they've been inconsistent. And again, the pressure about Carlos Beleba so come Man United in Genoa. Abrante na nyanko no ni jana bafem na me jitu me say sika da no so ne so onye that type of a player that is supposed to say 100 million for him. He is just a normal player that I feel that so far could be manu ko Brighton na sa ball na obo na obeka akoba me ono so e sika kese ato no so nti the good thing for Brighton is that almost so gradually Etimia filling the holes and certain players now eating echo head. So Kadioglu is playing very well in the absence of Estopina. Louis Dunk playing very well with Van Heck as two centre back pair. Who come it for that? Gomez, Carlos Baleba, the Abdorgino, Omo Yakubi Mente, Karume Toma is there, and they have done the Wobek. And oh boy, against Brighton. And near also a man called Dan Wobek. And one year can Dan Wobek as someone said. We were talking about a combined 11 of England versus Blasters. Dan Wobek with 7 goals scored in the Premier League. Or again, he will be the guy to lead our line, but we will not call up. In team, your friend Liverpool, or more PBR, Dan Wobek, and it was said, and that Yakubu Minta guy, a player, you know, to the stop worthy. So those are the 2 guys I'll move to me and stop. Liverpool on the other side. You are only hoping that Ekitike, Ebenyani Day, Kodi Gapo, Salamu and Dominic Soboslai have been playing very well this season for Liverpool. Arguably the best player this season. Those are the guys. McAllister and Soko off. All of a sudden, McAllister echo off. I don't know because of his consistent injuries or fatigue in Sunan and team member. But you know, at Anfield, Liverpool had a chance to beat Brighton. Brighton a performance on and off. Only a good against the big boys. But I tip Liverpool to win this particular game at home. Manchester United be Monday in TV Janus. Arsenal there against Wolverhampton. And you know, with the Wolverhampton normal say Kwakopi more Emirates you don't expect them to survive. Arsenal win against Wolverhampton. Kitwa be in the Italian Serie A. AC Milan, the Mazzi Allegri in 2011 or person repeat view. And AC are playing very well. Which game Momoba. Rabiot, Luka Modric, Christopher Nkuku, Ababe changing Yema within the Madrid setup alongside Mazzi Allegri, and they are playing very well. Omoba against Sassuolo. Sassuolo try on and off. Almost so able. Sometimes we say Omoba more there, sometimes they go off. But with the form of Milan, I'm taking Milan to win. Inter Milan able against Genoa. Inter Egusu were disappointing Crawford. They started very well, but big games now Moma Sabe Baby third, and Omoba against Genoa are very tough for Inter Milan. But Christian Kivu, I would that believe when they say the guys available, no injuries and they have at a point, and the pair no normal like it. But those guys are back, and you know I tip Inter Milan to win against Genoa.
Oh, okay. All right. Yebeba discussions I hold on as when the Kema yentimi answer ne bebo modiana yano krankana de kan no eneno Black Stars. Ebe show group no na ewuram kakra na ehase ebesan ewuram biom na your opponent no titiri Croatia and England yasan hwehwe sa matches enso emu kakra. Ghana Premier League games enra medinka kan Aduana Stars ako Mando Heart of Lions ahwe akasho mo ekabako a omo entimi anti Aduana omo mini business se kwan bia so league ometimi agi akodoma ahinkru ene match kese bako ewo Enkran University of Ghana almost stadium ho Heart of Oak train Nations FC and a big game sana nyame admo china matches no enso yahwem kakra maminko awa Muhammad ho na Africa Stories no titru obewura AFCON na yakohwe group D matches no ba obetete ho nkran sana yahwe group D no na fe later yako other local stories no awo
Sergio ene ewo Ahmad Ben Ali Stadium ewo Doha Mecca Qatar yebenya the FIFA Intercontinental Challenge Cup no se obekaya Sergio FIFA sisi o masisem first na omoji the various confederations o tournament no na akoso na akwa Club World Cup but sisi no masisem ama yenya an expanded version of the FIFA Club World Cup afiwe se obekaya yekobon wo US ehia in June ewie in July Emma Chelsea winning as say FIFA mu books mu say Chelsea and the first club to win the FIFA Club World Cup. Now the rest of the tournament ya bo nyina say akoye Intercontinental Cup. Na say you musibo nini ya na champions ni bi hia some time past
Edko animu no maba bishia ama yehu omo amobeko final no. For now PSG will final. Yabwa eni ababedu bebre ayababedri. Na ene game ayeba so no semi final. And Pyramid FC Obekaya they won against one of the clubs from Mexico. They went again and they met Meka Asian champions Ali Jeddah of Free Saudi Arabia. And on a feasting Kalala Mayele Eshe hat-trick no that was around September October mo and now Maba do the semi-final no. Now they are playing a dreaded Flamingo team just 29th of November year and Omoji the Copa Libertadores no Wabra Moshe Palmeiras. And they are being led by the former left back of Chelsea, outside Atletico Madrid. Guys now call squad now moko 2014 UEFA Champions League final no. Mika Felipe Luis. And they've been able to build a very strong squad. Recently, Yehuomo ever the FIFA Club World Cup. No? Flamingo defeated Chelsea during the group stages. They made it all the way, but unfortunately, Omo and Timian Kwanko drew anymore, i.e. the semi-final, final, what of a sort, because Omo Timia won't be. But, Osahe, the legends of Omo team, no. Many Okasai, MSC Royal is part of the squad. Jorginho, former Arsenal, former Chelsea, at a point in time, gunning for Ballon d'Or, a part of the Flamingo squad. No. We are no sinchenya Danilo, also a ball, Manchester City, a ball Juve at a point in time, Onukwa no share that go in the final against Palmeiras. And of course, we are building a very strong squad, and Georgian the Arrascaeta. The Uruguayan 10 jersey or share 2 goals during World Cup I course Ewokata. So it's a very, very strong squad that Flamingo has built. And no mame e fili sebia ene ebia match ni mubea de ama pyramids. Because way en yet sebia how feasting Kalala Mayele had its way. Yes, the likes of Ibrahim Adel Moho, Obeka Blati Turemu Ewoho, and of course all the other guys, goalkeeper El Mohammadi, and of course Mika El Hamdimu ewa around. Go make Coach Jocic ebetimia jumana at least obehuni se pyramids ebetimia bibi. But it seems very difficult for me. Sejo, I see Flamingo winning the game against Pyramid FC. Eddie mom Emma Flamingo Emma Pyramid FC. Yeah, now in African clubs ni share those sides from the CONMEBOL side on yana emuedin pa. So Sejo, I see Flamingo winning against Pyramid FC, even though they have the team to match up the Flamingo team by Muedin. So your FIFA Arab Cup ne koso. And now Algeria defending champions are out, and after 1-1 draw post match penalties and no free mo. We mo a team Majid Bugera na team no. We the main national team no. Egypt mo ina have been there, but Afina AFCON no ebe chance here. So say yo yehwe AFCON Group D. And a Group D no aye no. 4 teams na omum ni. You was Senegal, you were DR Congo, you were Benin, and you were Botswana. These are the 4 teams are more that group. No. Now, so recently, 2 of the teams were in the group during the FIFA World Cup qualifiers, and that was Senegal and DR Congo.
Okay.
And DR Congo, it me Etrenya ma Senegal. Ebe show mo 3-2 me kaida game na mo share. Senegal at a point in normally do by 2-0 near you one with Samoshe no. And of course omo twenya Emma Senegal ebetete kano edishomu. Senegal said we ebe ye 18th appearance at the AFCON. Ye bought the 35th edition ewo Morocco. Now we ebe ye 18th appearance. Now so Senegal omo AFCON only once pay. And that is the 2021 edition. That was the last but one edition. Ekoso Ewa Cameroon. In between, they've been to the finals. Their major achievement before that one was making it to the finals in 2002. Ubiabe Kaya Ewa Mali. When the late Bruno Metsu took that golden generation of Senegalese players 10 times. The El Ajusino Dioufs, the Kalilu Fadigas, the Lamine Diatas, the Ferdinand Colis, the Aliou Cisses, including the current coach, Pape Thiaw. All these guys, goalkeeper Tony Silva, were there. And in semi-final, Omotimi eliminated Nigeria. But unfortunately, in the final, no, and a game no koye goalless draw. Emma Cameroon, the post-match penalties. Winfred Schaefer, the current technical advisor of Black Stars, and the man on the touchline for the Cameroonian team, then times, our share Senegal by post-match penalties. And Seju, that was the finals at Senegal. After that, they went off. Some couple of appearances, Obekai 2006 semi-final appearance, losing against Egypt. Omo Ghana after group stages 2008. Omo Frim. Even 2010 Ewo Angola went to Myanmar. But you saw them picking up after the London Olympics. That was where the introduction of Idrissa Gana Guy, the likes of Sadio Mane, introduced in the setup. It was a disappointing AFCON for them in 2015. In a group normally Algeria and South Africa, Senegal couldn't progress beyond the group stages. And Sergio, it was 2-2 disappointing result that time. So they started picking up the pieces. In 2017, they were in the quarterfinals, losing out to the eventual champions. That was Cameroon. But in 2019, they made it again to the finals. Unfortunately, again, they lost against Algeria. Courtesy, second minute goal scored by Baghdad Bounidjah. And the only goal of that game, Emma Senegal, Eluzu against Algeria. Maseju and Swan, after the 2019, they went again in Cameroon. And that time, they became the champions of Africa. Omoni Egypt, and a very good squad of Egypt, Edebaye, Carlos Queiroz, leading the squad. No. This time around, Senegal had the opportunity of winning their first title under Aliou Cissé. But the last edition, after round 16, Sergio no free. They topped the group. Now, money Cameroon, any Gambia, any war. They topped the group, but unfortunately, Sergio Omo and me and progressive beyond round of 16. And Sergio, that was Senegal. Our had been led by Pape Thiaw, the current coach. And what is also very good for them is the last 2 World Cup tournaments. Sergio, their rejuvenated setup, Etimia making it. They were there in Russia. They were there in Qatar 2022 and the 2026 boy. Sergio, they've also managed to qualify. So that is Senegal for you. The highest placed team in Group A and Group D. We Senegal through Sergio. The next is the Democratic Republic of Congo. And Congo, Sergio, omonso enya 21st appearance at the AFCON. And yeka DR Congo then called Zaire are 2-time champions of AFCON. They've won the AFCON on 2 occasions. And that is 1968 and of course 1974. That was the year that they made it to the World Cup, becoming the first black African or sub-Saharan African country to have ever reached the World Cup stage. And Sergio, in between, DR Congo are passing through some difficulties. There have been times that even they failed to make it into the AFCON. But Obekaya, Burkina Nantes, for example, they were there. They made it to the semi-final, and that was that year. The likes of Didier Ikanza Simba were in that squad and I remember they were in the group with the Black Stars of Ghana. That was the DR Congo during that time, with Tunisia and of course Uka Togo and then Omoa DR Congo. They made it all the way and they reached the semi-final, and that was a top achievement for the DR Congo team. And of course, Osasha, DR Congo at me up maneuver where in 2015 or so they reached the semi-final, unfortunately losing out against Ivory Coast, the eventual champions. And the last AFCON also, Sergio, they were in the semi-finals, which is also a remarkable achievement for Sébastien Dassabre's team. And interestingly, Sergio, they are just 90 minutes away from World Cup qualification, which is also going to be a remarkable achievement for the nation. Since 1974, Omoko to the World Cup that was in West Germany, Omo Chelsea World Cup appearance, and over the performance of Sébastien Dassabre after say Hector Cooper a free or Obeji Jumana, wetimi abua amomu national team I very very strong. Now Oka, one of the national teams, say what top players on the continent are DR Congo is part, because say what the likes of Axel Tuanzebe, Chancel Mbemba, Ata Masuaku, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Sergio, this is probably a Premier League backline. Now, the likes of Samuel Matusami, the likes of Edo Kayembe, or the likes of Mukau, leading the line with Cedric Bakambu. And I think with all, it's unfortunate say you want Wisa Emma AFCON. He said, "Yo, injury na affecting ama DR Congo for no frame. Even though Wababaka was here Boma Newcastle there, but they decided to remove him from the squad because Omom pese a country club tassel ebeba, which for me I think is a very smart idea. Obebono are regaining the confidence going into the last game ebebo for intercontinental playoff spot now. With me Aqua World Cup no, they might probably get that one. And said yo, DR Congo is also one of the top sides. Also eba the AFCON. Placed in Group B, they are two-time champions, led by Sebastian Dasabre, and I think say one of the teams are also the last AFCON, they gave a very good account of themselves, made it all the way to the semi-finals, which for me, Sergio, I think is a very good achievement for DR Congo. And Benin, so our group no more. Benin, Sergio, way by omo fifth appearance of the AFCON. Omo in shedan ye omaya, omo making it that match our AFCON. Their first appearance was in 2004 under the late Sir Cecil Jones Atukwefiu, and that was that year they made it to the AFCON. I remember in 2008 in Ghana they made it. They were in Group C. Now money the likes of Ivory Coast more, and in Nigeria more, and that group now more bomb games. But the highest of the achievement in the AFCON was 2019, and that was when they were in a group. That was Group F, yeah, with the Black Stars of Ghana, with the Cameroonian team and Guinea-Bissau. They came second, made it all the way to the round 16. They defeated Morocco in the round of 16, and Sergio, it was in the quarter-final, and a Benin, and Luzuye. This was the game between the Benin setup and any Black Stars of Ghana, Ekoso, AFCON 2019. And I remember that the Jordan Ayew scored on 2 occasions on that particular day. So, Sergio, Benin there, almost story in the AFCON and Shedan yet that match. We ebe your 5th appearance and the highest, like I said, they made it into the highest stage of the AFCON was 2019. Of course, Egypt when they reached the quarterfinals. And Sergio, that was during Michel Dussuye's time. This time around, Genotro, former coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and Eba. So this was the game. Dede Ayew was also on the score sheet, and Sergio, that was what happened with Benin. And the last team in the group, it's Botswana. Sergio, Botswana, they way by almost second AFCON appearance. Their first AFCON appearance was in 2012. Now you knew a group. That day we won 1-0, and John Mensah was shown the red card. John Mensah scored, and he was shown the red card. And Sergio, that was the only AFCON appearance Botswana Enya. This time around, they have also made it to the AFCON almost second time. So Sergio, ye ka Botswana kwa so mo share ni tradition bia e wa AFCON no. We ye ne Zambia drew semi-final, Kennedy Muwini echi Asamoah penalty. Emma Zambia etwa so eko winning the AFCON. That was the one and the only time the Botswana team have been able to make it to the AFCON. So they are also coming for the second time. So Sergio, this sums up Group D. AFCON 2025 na because
so it will be mre and wakase Senegal DR Congo
because
the next round
Sebia Benin Benin betimi my shocker.
Okay
Bia Benin betimi my shocker because
DR Congo on form my hu saka kra no World Cup no Benin betimi
send na make
and surprises as them
send na make Sebia Benin betimi my shocker what you say. So there've been shocking result Iba Sergio. Who would have thought say ye kwa AFCON na Group B the last AFCON Ghana ni Egypt ni Cape Verde and Mozambique who would have thought say Cape Verde be top group so you even obia engine di even Cape Verde na nkasa for engine di but in a group with champions way agi 7 way agi 4 in between 11 titles but Cape Verde the Cabo Verdean team said you defied all the odds. They beat Ghana. They beat Mozambique and even Egypt is almost sweaty as Sanomonia a 2-2 draw against the Cabo Verdean team. Okay. So Sergio surprises etimiba. Ye who be in 2019 to say Benin Diana make. Yenya Benin, yenya Cameroon, yenya Guinea-Bissau. The Beninois team was also a top Michel Portemu team no. That was a very good side. So surprises there etimiba. But yeka ina yenka who say some of the groups 3 teams to me qualify.
Yeah.
Because as I say, it's 6. Some of the groups we top 2 need free. As I say, best of the third place team move 4 no mo dey aka 12 no mo na akoye ya ball round 16 afenia quarter final semi final so it might be possible just a point 3 points just a win can be good enough in some way to enable you reach the next stage yeah koye da pafo that's the reason why the last AFCON yent be amoye homode ya bo any Kessben ya lose ya bo 2-2 against Egypt we were scoring and they were equalizing na ye chomo goals no then of course the last game against Mozambique after taking a 2-goal lead na fe ya twen ya ama Mozambique for Natican ama that at a point in time no na ye yakwa free even yes say Ivory Coast kura twen say ya boy a game na we say mo twen na Morocco ni Zambia mu nyina obi abo mo game say we ansa na ehu which of those teams will get the best third place yes because the Ivorian team say group stage you know 2 goals pen no share and that was the opening game near Seko Fofana and Jean-Philippe Krasu share no that was it they lost 1-0 against Nigeria they lost 4-0 against Equatorial Guinea so and another surprise ba kwa no so see no so surprises are making Equatorial Guinea Nigeria and Ivory Coast any Guinea Bissau group Sergio na Equatorial Guinea top who would have thought so Sergio surprises etimisi
so surprises no friends match analysis na nyen na obegina
so oh yeah not the own team
we are like I said BC bitimesi
o ka say o he group na Senegal DR Congo no de me ne o ya obia ne obeya adwen and am to aso ka say this be Benin e decide this obe my surprise.
Okay.
So that will probably be.
Yen to so na remember final whistle dwumadie na wani guso a wo hwe na fe o sign etie live e wo Kessben 93.3 Kessben 92.9 Accra. DSTV 364 Go TV 121. Yeah, to aso kakra de amamu yendwetwe nkomo. Please can your pundits help us with this? Why is Villarreal performing better in the La Liga but doing very bad in the Champions League? Blade and bloody ra una the way if you ho abre and anope. Good morning to you and your guys. The player I said you should give his name to Otuado is called Enesopoku. Both parents are Ghanaians, but please tell okay Palace Arsenal. Okay, Daddy, KD Kuwait, City Fahil, una the way abre last line no me hu ni ye oyibo boatin the way free ni be and abeka and say I agree with Andy Kem to a point, but also disagree with him on a certain point. There's no doubt that Crystal Palace is performing extremely well, but we'll be surprised if Crystal Palace beats Manchester City today. It's a must-win game for City by all standards. No compromise. It's a straight win for City. What's India or the Abraham and so no. Maminko we Fadiga Maestro. And so the way Abraham. I suppose could you please ask Andy Kem to undertake an analysis of the lab's performance since his tenure at Chelsea commenced? Are the lab's statistics more impressive than those of Nicholas Jackson? Furthermore, was Enzo Maresca justified in choosing the lab over Jackson? Upon his return from Bayern, will Jackson be favored to start over the lab or Pedro? All right. The Fadiga Maestro, and so the Abba and Onomema and the Kem Asheno briefly, and so the Maye. Please check this for us. From the Heart of Folk Communication Department, they insist that the players' salaries have been paid. Please find out for us if players of Heart of Folk have been paid. All right, Karim, is it Madagusi, Tamale, Unadiwi, and so Abraye. Please, who is the weakest coach of the upcoming World Cup? John Barnes, who do we free support? Men can so kind of be young and pacho. Men for adwene nko bia. A question no busa. So who would be a who be bia?
Make a question no.
Who say okan ya no bia hu ye. Obi who answer. Is that what you say?
Any answer question now obisa no. Who is the weakest coach in the World Cup?
Enti Mr. John Barnes, o answer na fabre why? Ai, me fa obia ko 19 team metro ko. Your 9 ko to the team bia ko. Yes no. Called teams now Ebano. Countries say 48 countries. What says coaches in every.
You know, if I was to list you, that's
Mini Bia Dibo. Nipa na wapeso bundi no nye bull no money.
This is been to me a question.
We bet me busa, but no question I would name na busa. So but so much I said that. And if you play for Barcelona and other Bournemouth or both are doing well, then the one in smaller team is better, because if in a smaller team you even surround yourself with average or low class players, whilst in Barcelona you surround yourself with good and better players. So please come again. Also, Ghana has the men, though they are not there yet. To me, our main problem is someone who put them together to let their talent prevail. Otoado will never help us. Our weakest link as far as the Black Stars is concerned is Otoado. And so as Franco Naro said, Ebetia and Kete Boase, Peter, a peacemaker, we free, and he found a chemistry tutor, Okes. Chemistry tutor, Okes. Peacemaker, who school what a I say we are latter these things in the air. Yeah, school you come on tea, you know. Okay, peacemaker, chemistry tutor, Okes. I don't watch teachers in the own, you know, am I why? All right, internet the whole and so I don't know. Andy, my name's a brief comment we and so and what.
Questions in I say you brief.
I can crave you.
Question for original abo me answer.
I can crave you. But I mean from quickly say intade say no Jedediah. The shop Jedi just see what ton ache oye bian wumpa. The kit no so a original just a kama quality no was so pa na ne bo no so e wo form na say the was idea background is special promo into asante tibo no so kra mu hia ankro hia bi say mu hia bi for groups say hia for family and hia bi nkwada mpanifo emma de bibia esoro any form owo bibia bi ho also I special promo na number which me a friend is here bia 024 88 90 104 0244 88 90 104 and 054 197 8740 054 197 8740. The shop Jedediah kids papa they don't go there. Can una friend or with me okay and say eba abubuano befua 10 ma be ma de abro kala bia ope team bia ope jerseys obey ho adwuma 10 quality ne be count sa we hu say e was so yi pa and the came yeah nhwe nkofo ka
no credit say house of folk omonti our place ni sika ma
okay
into omo cast omonti our place na come on house of folk omonda so the players they can ahead of the game against Nations FC has entry omo players neka. That is number 1. Number 2, you know me jitu
bi omo de jebi gu ko ma tua de na intimi nka but see tie player bi ansanka kapre
you know number 2 me jitu say so we team ketu mu na wo ya de offer ta abasopo again we need good players around you so much to perform. But at least if you have the likes of Evan Nelson, Justin Clever behind you, you have good players around you. Do you know again, let's not disrespect Marcus Rashford. Do you know Rashford na he is a proven player in the Champions League, a proven player in the EPL. And do you know what it takes for a player Manchester United for Cologne, Aston Villa comes in, and Barcelona going for the player. Again, Bournemouth formula nobody will waste time and discuss it. There's no pressure. The expectation of Bournemouth here day. Rashford, he has 18 goals in 68 games for the English national team. 4 goals in the Champions League this season. 2 goals in the La Liga. 6 goals now watch this season. Even Semenyo Kasa Waya Diano Crano. He is not above Rashford in terms of numbers. Again, this is a player with minimum of 17 goals a season. Rashford is a big player. It's just unfortunate that the progression, you know, a quadro, any attitude of them, and a Rashford in team in Rubabi or Meduno. And yes, sir, all the English guys are a bomb in recent times. How many of them are better than Marcus Rashford? You blaster here, so Rashford he will be our biggest boy. Until he is proving. Or the player Obeka said, Rashford on the players now Obeka says, or Moafin or Mubo, Bukayo Sakamu. He is proving. Don't forget the PSG game. Opia the side game in the back. That game at the Parc des Princes against Paris Saint-Germain. And look at the 2 goals that he scored against Newcastle United. He is a big boy. And yet, Manchester United in the last few years and one year issues and one year attitude. Even in Barcelona, he hasn't been bad for Barcelona. 4 goals in the Champions League. He is a big boy. He deserves respect. Now, on the issue of Delap, Nicola Jackson. Delap by about 8 games in the league on Shego. The performance in any offer Jao Pedro 4 goals in the league, 1 goal in the Champions League. Any man could in Famano said you'll be a expert sell back. But you know I'm saying that the strikers no come from by Premier League anymore. Apart from Ellen Holland and the 2 goals that Ekitike scored. Before the 2 goals Ekitike scored, she had a number of matches are now called drought. No one team in goals. Nicola Jackson played consistently as number 9 for Chelsea throughout. Jao Pedro, matches in or behind the striker. He plays as number 10, sometimes he plays as number 9. Or say chances, but I'm saying that Nicola Jackson was offered the opportunity for 2 years. He played with the fully fit Kopama. Delap Onimbo Bonche Jackson. You know, Delap Onimbo Bonche Jackson. Me one person na me nim de Manchester United and Chelsea who were Delap more. No more so or more for him. Time again, how he yourself for the smaller club, the big stage is clearly different because they demanded the expectation. No? Pressure and bet me about so much you know go okra ball in kwa so opera no opera. Into Delap or the TV suite, you know. He is not better than Nicola Jackson. But again, the number of opportunities are just being now player about Chelsea Sabon Nyebi. Wow, here Chelsea match be obet to me say the number of opportunities are just in Yam. Where is Kopama? Who is going to create? Is it going to be Enzo? No. Me, Makase, Jao Pedro Baye of FIFA Club World Cup. I will assess him very well with a fully fit Kopama. Because you know, Kopama boy chia ball no bread on Sakabi. Into Jackson, a very good footballer, but you know, opportunity Unyan or Chelsea. Only Obia to blame. Or one will say blame no. Because Chelsea demand so only the line. And the last few games of Sakoto Chelsea with his attitude. The Newcastle United game and the FIFA Club World Cup. You know, senior sir red card no kunya FIFA Club World Cup na. Just don't kind of chances of making it high. But after that, and on the chances in the FM, they felt that the attitude no no man. Delap is not better than Jackson per the numbers in terms of performance. But you know, just an opportunity on your Chelsea. Delap on Delap of a bonnet, no opera, of a butcher, no opera. Jao Pedro has been playing 9-10 in most of the games. For me, I'd rather give those players opportunity and assess them very well when Kopama comes back. Jackson a bass is here, you know, he can still be competing for a position within the team because Maggie Ukramati Slibuha Obobi. Intining say low no okono. Opportunity obinyano. Or no be making something out of the opportunity. Obetimi enyano. So the bear on so ba. Obetimi prove a point within the Chelsea team because the Chelsea demo Jackson no. Thierry Jackson videos with 2 TV so near Yaman Crawford who be said you. Thinking we could Jackson common can say. Inti a good player, but unfortunately opportunity unyano when Timian cemented the position.
In the final days at Chelsea before so called Bayern Grano. Now I say the presence for Chelsea no create problems for no team.
That's true.
Any fans?
Yes.
Yes.
And he was not performing.
Time behind the booth.
It wasn't, you know.
Or bench asem.
Yes.
Wa mamuntemo asem. Obem na chese the performance nko yi no fans na asem. The pia on Chelsea.
He was not performing.
Until I didn't need this free. Yes.
He was not performing.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that all of a sudden Chelsea fans are calling Jackson back. Nicola Jackson. You know, player who team the ball man or the trap or the ball man or Jackson.
But we because ni na chi no oshe baako bio. No she goals.
Season you money baby. And a season you money baby.
You money baby. The number of goals are oshe now they compare Liam Delap they also church here. Do Oba be goals.
There be on my measure, but you know I'm saying that Liam we know on man no but look at the Chelsea team now. And the 5 for 5 for continent na 6 yaba na 7 yaba na 2 abo. It wasn't the same as Jackson. You know what I'm about?
Okay.
Enzo Maresca did team in a year now. Just in time, yes, and another year. Again, in 119 days, I feel I could pay my back. Jackson won Yanesa. So the story is in the same.
Yeah, it was on there a dozen, but time no and ye be breeze. Yemrana for Yemesha, ye World Cup, Ghana, group no, time be a better Sibiano, ye be a Wajma Kakrade, a Momenra, a Chasse, ma Yeka, Yeni England. Combined 11 na ehwehwe players no asa ni England no ibehia na munsens ma hodo pi nipa mba chechere madwin kakra e wo minim dan de beka ho enne ansa na ebia yakọ Ghana enso eni Croatia na yesha se ti ho kakra bi nyina na betumi aka kakra betumi aka den na also de ba de abeka ho ansa na the other local topics kakra bi na fi yahwe. And the match ebe baso enra de baso me duana ko se Heart of Lions ka ba ko montimi anti na fi weekend Ghana Premier League games and also ebe baso abena Sunday amda bia with the Messi asema stro bibi abena na minima de Sunway Regional Hospital. Donald Trump will host Inter Miami as our MLS champions in the White House. Messi will meet and greet President Trump as a world and MLS champion, not as a servant to the Saudi prince. 4 trophies delivered, a complete takeover of American football, impact, output, silverware, all on an unmatched level. The GOAT didn't just join MLS. He rewrote its ceiling. The 48 has arrived. When you have the GOAT on your team, you celebrate trophies, not necessarily bicycle kick goals. When the visionary meets the virtuoso, magic happens. From a struggling club to MLS champions in just 2 seasons. Messi just didn't bring trophies. He brought a belief, identity, and a legacy that will forever define Inter Miami. This is not just football. This is legacy, consistency, and pure greatness. True greatness is built over time. Your results speak louder than your words. Absolute legend of the game. Abena Sandy, when the last message out there, afa Messi.
You know,
yeah, kind of messages for Messi. Oh, baby, aye, for other news, bray. Why you part? When the last one, I kind.
I never go US. Me pese me when they say, I want to see Ronaldo in MLS, because Messi influence only in Miami. Say Oshia will be on Miami now. Be saying about Messi easily. Obeying I talk about Lionel Messi because. Miami, you know, I spent 5 days in Miami the last time.
Okay. Nancy Okoye. Oko Miami.
Oko Miami the 5 days.
Okay.
Miami, Colombia, Mexico, Venezuela, Ecuador.
Latinos.
Few Brazilians.
Yeah, America sem. Miso, ma do alcohol nkan so. Any day more miso.
Messi Latinos. Nipa won sem na make o. Enye se bia.
Ka uja
Latinos na. Almost ebi o California, ebi o Texas.
Oh, there be menka.
Okay, me to say you off.
Come person you are no free America so no. No free oba nche na ka wa miso. Yemi ya no ntie no.
Mama kai, nso bia wa ware. So Germany also ko Germany da. Ko US also ko. Any onim geography power so geography ko do too so.
Yeah, what's the day one?
Do dia war. Yes, no, my do free oba nche kan enter e baby ni ntiro.
You know, a typical Spanish community. Few people now be share almost street I be Canberra for Motiase.
Okay.
Area on my bet so more Canberra. anytime you want to ask about Messi, because you know perceive who the impact Lionel Messi Ediaba, because you know at that Premier League you cost wa near break pe bia no ube rap more bia no more games no.
Okay.
It is either NBA or the other basketball the other games no more no na omo TV na also into we so bia in Miami easily he can talk about Lionel Messi not because of his influence in European football or world football but the influence and how impactful awaye Hard Rock Stadium team I friend Inter Miami so into omo nyina ni Messi but you know so outsider I went to Virginia, I went to Washington, I stayed in New York. You ask about them and you know omo yet typically follow European football no and there's so much about Lionel Messi. Inti me person me share Senka Ronaldo so your opportunity run more the MLS. How will Ronaldo impact the MLS in terms of football, not the business side. In terms of the game, Obian say Messi offers more than Ronaldo. But in terms of personality, in terms of influence, in terms of numbers, Ronaldo a pulu sanye man, but or the pulling power or the weight. In Portugal, so all your games on born or Texas, a whole number bomb games. No, I want to see how Ronaldo. A lot of people because of Mukako here Ronaldo because Messi Impact in there, clearly dominant in Florida and Miami as well. But share other part of United States. Messi needs so much influence so far as the MLS is concerned. Okay. Ronaldo soon a lot of players a room. Messi impact so well, but we when Ronaldo soon your opportunity a room or how and Kajinra and also be impact with team no one so and how obey expanding the impact to other states. I'm almost so enjoy football. And no FIFA the ambassador in 24 hours. In Nipa 5 million now requested for ticket for the World Cup. In 24 hours too. In Nipa 5 million.
You bought it in there.
Yes. You say yes. England foresee if you want to play in the World Cup final, check it, you need £7,000. And so what me actually match is na Eddie Aquaco PM final. In Tinebon
7,000
pounds. Yes. Also,
match ticket.
Match ticket.
Ticket. Oh, okay, ticket.
Match ticket.
Okay, because last week normally buy say £25,000. 3 games, hotel. We ticket.
Okay. You know the whole the movement the crowd. Who back crowd for us any better. You figure out the man correct. And only here, opesa oda baby because we have games. No almost be movie through and flow. So no ma ba no ma ba but we issues about visa and some. Inti sana situation in the US. Me Ronaldo Gremwa how or not influence BCI in the MLS.
Okay. Unyanko na Oka Texas. Okoba Oka Texas. That is it. Ura Hokoba. Bibia Besisa. I was also Oka Texas in Bibi. Frineko nka biom Texas, okay? Oh, so basa kono ame.
I want one slice awa.
Kono ame ni o uti was last. Andy Kerb, yes, back from USA, also Texas, yes. Anyone planning to travel to the World Cup should be ready financially, as tickets won't come cheap. I just submitted my application to enter the ticket draw, and even the cheapest categories for our 3 matches are already over $650. Qatar was undoubtedly more affordable, but the 2026 World Cup is going to be on a much larger scale. Cologne, Germany, and Ohineba Kwachi, Eddie message free, and so Brian says here. Joe, please, can the GFA add up Adriana's coach to the Black Stars technical staff? Because anytime you watch Adriana FC's match, you see them playing something. Omaru Edwefi Accra and Abreye.
That is an indictment on the Black Star technical bit. Okay, Diana Mata. Who's on Mubu?
Yes.
Black Star there.
Okay. In Tibaya, Diana coach, you know, Yemfano Enkoka Black Stars. Yeah, Resiga. Yemfano Koka, yeah, technical team of the Black Stars. And so, Papa Yehuna Mani Womansan. Otuado.
You know, is he not getting the respect that he deserves?
No.
Is he?
No.
So I think sometimes we have been
failure no now.
That
No.
our any AFCON failure.
A man for faith, as a almost non-existent. Yeah. Me apart from being FA, few other people. I'll be to my count to them.
Yes.
I need to cry.
That's true.
To say GD, I wouldn't know. The team now, dear, you be fast, but coach, you know. And I won't be born.
Sejo, to the be an approach to games since you man for question. Ni approach to games. Me yene Comoros were on the last game. Mantias here there is why he started 5 defenders. Sejo, yeah, ball game yene Comoros.
Only did
Nearly 5 defenders. What are we protecting? Say be a Chad. Yene Chad Kobo. Chad train say yeah the boy be pimomo. Near about double pivot. Yeah.
But Sergio is saying that he's not earning the respect that he deserves.
Yeah,
just respect to Kawanya. But Sergio, I sit back and ask myself, Sergio, are we being into a team? I am for the beyond 20. Into our team,
the team. We are comparison with team now to some. Yen misa abafo.
When someone can call Croatia, then I say, yeah, I'm going to call. Yes.
Yeah, when say quality na abafo. But ebinus at least still your fair share of something. Can quote in says what me obibi.
Me jitu mu say Genoa, me ne awa ya adwen say Comoros, Chad, Central African Republic. Central African Republic match no. A lot of the players did not feature in that game.
Yeah.
Players no the ball high show 4-3 no. 8 of them.
Even the one who scored their trick was in there.
8 of them are most high match no on boy any be. Intimiditu me say offer Comoros, offer Chad, offer Central African Republic, even Mali. The campaigns of the Mali team Omama. Offer sa 4 nations dia. Many Ghana ni bia obe raise concern about the approach, the tactical variations, the differential tactics, any obe ready the tactical acumen of Coach Otado Yadjane. Say, in as much as you follow short in certain department, in as much as you team in this rube brebe, you know, sa Comoros money dear, say Joe. Players now I want you players ni be Brian Frey or Mukrano. Omo ho omo na be captain dia mom. Omo na be stars e wo ho. Nti at least we mu de ye no omo ba ye wo soro che wo. Niger mu omo be share ye. Sudan mu omo share ye no. Forget about Sudan omo local players na e bo omo teamwork. Sudan for omo ni semenyo. Sudan omo ni kudus,
omo ni party.
Omo ni party. Sudan omo ni Fatai Isaku. Omo need those kind of quality players around. Me jitu say football ye the teamwork na ebo. And yes who are sambu players are now they are winning. But Sergio, Otado work 2 years as a 3 years I will be answer dream call. Ye for Otado national team no ache. O the upper yam ko check time I finish the George cry and in Nigeria ball match na. Almost say ye first 2-1. Na yam ko check ye ne Kodogo play ya no Uganda ya you know Mukwala Mukwala match na Mukwala referee Ghana ko you know how many seasons into Otado or 3 years into what into the approach na ye de popo ne die general to be honest with you Otado more de bon ne technical bench na more de bon of because they do Ghana ye call World Cup ye niaje because we want to be in Canada we want to be in USA and again World Cup na say also quite lifted the image of your country and say lifted the image of your football intia enyesa Ghana nye omo ya nke ehye Comoros yebetu krom Ghana nye omo ya ye Central African Republic yebebosi even Mali omo nye omo Mali any competitive fixture yes omo any competitive fixture see any Mali bobo na BBC so a yes omo when it matters to yes omo and this qualify here go all the way on home ko say omo and only game obetimi a credit to Otado very well beating Mali e wo Bamako dey say yo and no the Otado betting the flowers are coping say we are say that game for me was even more difficult. Eche Nigeria match na e ball Ghana. Nti sa match na the Otado ya de pass yo. So wo hwe ye team ni pa eno anda ye ya na ye nua mo de messages e be pass yo. England the team no Ben White mo kra nko World Cup ni bi. Ben White onko World Cup ni bi. Omo team no. Ko bi manu mu nyina nko bi o. Na you know ye play obo Manchester United e be siri fam okuruba. Zibo is warming the bench in recent time for Oviedo.
Come Manu, best start of Black Stars.
Koviman
walk straight.
He walked straight into the blasters. Gerald Bowen walked straight into the blasters. Ben White will walk straight into the blasters.
Lewis Kelly
will walk straight. Maguire will walk straight. Jordan Henderson will walk straight.
Dan Ben.
Omo reject.
Omo reject. Danny Wilbeck na beboy and I. It's
Danny Wilbeck.
Yes, he will lead our line for a simple crowd. England were full of quality to choose from. It's the American man be say a football.
And Dan Wilbeck. Ni akohano ni World Cup na wako boamo 2014. Who said that time when Yantechi was there, Ghana made a chase on him.
Yeah.
Yani omoko kasaya, but he preferred to play with England. And said, at 35, see how top level performance or done at Brighton. Even some of the English pundits.
Danny Welker, best tattoo of black.
Yes,
any day.
Yes.
Wow.
It didn't make catch our words. Said you, team no caliber in Chile Gideon men someone. Salus are picky. Yeah. Because this week, or Champions League team of the week, that's Salus room. Into a Chelsea or Rizzy Ban.
Yeah.
But you know, far jet no now for the Kumundia. Any share midfield. See, the last I was asking our say. See, I said, you are Bobo, because it's Ibu Kupra. One of 6.
Elisha.
Salis improve. Salis by ye need to so off. Where is Majid Ashmeru? Elisha improve. See, I say Bobo and that Pate Kupra. When the best we play, see party in midfield. Back then, when we were competing with Serbia, we were competing with Australia, you are competing with Czech Republic, with Pavel Nedved. Now you midfield, now you thick. We had midfield of Juve, Inter Milan, midfield, and you know, and they competing at the Chelsea at the West stage. Inti, you did the end of the sanity. Yeah, until to be better. You did the end of the we must say Bishopia. But you know, we are playing England, we are playing Croatia. Two teams now know Mukobani now the World Cup they've not lost to any African side. Countries the me Over England, Morocco top omu in the group in 1986 World Cup in Mexico, but Morocco and Timmy and Shaw. In 1990, almost Cameroon by 3-2. Some match no be able to Cameroon be England almost in the group phase. England both 2 games no win to me win it, but almost Egypt to the qualify. And normally Algeria people draw in 2010 World Cup. In the games that England have against Africa team at the World Cup.
Tunisia 2018.
Make a group stage cry.
Yeah.
England elusu here. Croatia and swap 4 games against African side. Oma win 3, I draw 1. Morocco, Etimi semi-finals at the World Cup last year. Morocco and Etimi Croatia. Until we are playing against 2 teams at Genoa. Omu good history in playing Africa countries. Mamin for England in 2 actually because Genoa England there. Omo makase omo yada powerful and omo ni omo huni and that's I know with the team that they have they should be beating teams easily. Into omo tena fi kura ma Senegal akoshe omo. But Senegal ya ho odin no omo na the same thing. And one good thing I yenso ye want to say Joe in the group stage of the World Cup. Matches ni bebre wo first ni any dey say e be win yetime win. Hwe ye ko ba against Czech Republic. Ye ba against Serbia. Again in 2010, she group na ekoto no. Na yenim say heading, but yetimi win here. And we've been struggling against teams that imagine World Cup no there. But Sido against Portugal twice here intimi, against Uruguay twice here intimi, and your team no bad at Bafem. And at the World Cup, you are playing a coach who has won the Champions League, and you are playing a coach who has played at the World Cup final. Until you have the tactical brains in the mood. Let's not kid ourselves.
He's been also consistent.
Coach is not on bench. You are playing a coach who has won the UEFA Champions League. You are playing a coach who has played at the World Cup final. It's easy. The brains into be the
Coach Brazil.
Because Zdravko Dalic.
Yeah, Zlatko Dalic.
Yes.
And Thomas Tuchel.
And Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah,
2 coaches, we had the UEFA Champions League in 2021. We have the World Cup final in 2018. He played at the World Cup semi-final the last time in 2022.
Bronze medalist.
Very consistent from 2017. Me did Croatia team there. Also after the pair, and I Zdravko Dalic say England are the toughest opponent. It's just unfortunate. And they know England will be seeking for revenge. And they have the material to revenge that against Croatia per what happened in 2018. But you know, say playing against Croatia, the Croatia team na bafem. But at the back when was say, you know, time I pay against USA, Germany, and Portugal in 2014. Near him say US na beya for pa. But I want to say first. Germany match na nim say be den no nyame na bua Germany ansa na omo tika amna be 2-2 and Portugal share inti in as much as England what top you know no matter the analysis no matter the players are Ghana the beba because you know look at the goalkeepers of England not sure you goalkeepers you do omoko look at the right backs look at the left backs currently PM nyina nka ho bi wo omo a lot of options the only thing left is their mentality we mo there the only thing Ebeka is your mentality nkoa because who Jude Bellingham Declan Rice now Morgan Rogers in your midfielder we say kombo and that mentality now you know you can play Declan Rice as number 6 and play Morgan Rogers and Jude Bellingham as number 8 you are good to go into the options but Croatia team let's say they are not American we goalkeeper Livakovic Jiranovic in the exception
Andy omo back line na say otumi bo 3 back obo Joseph Stanisic Bayern defender
yes
no obo Bukfovic or Hamburg Joskovadio said you check the back 3 check their level one for Bayern one for PSG Joskovadio is a proven player in the Premier League and so you enough for
he was the best player for Manchester City last
enough for
okay yemra na yemehwe ye Croatia no proper yemhwe bitime yi afrimu bre ye hey yeni coach otuado kofisia coaches pa o coaches
did I walk up
there coaches your group no yes me and Panama ye Croatia in England in here papa tell Andy Kerr Messi's influence is not only in Miami anywhere Miami travel to teams get record attendance because of Messi. In Saudi, Ronaldo literally plays in empty stadium away from home when not playing against the big Saudi sides. In pulling football crowd, Messi has a major pull more than Ronaldo. CJ Accra una the way and so abeka program no Mami free CJ so now quickly Mami mra way and so Joe Otuado doesn't have faith in himself, not we Ghanaians alone. Even my mother said, hey Coach Benny, crucial Raul would we every daddy I say and abeka program and anopay and he came as one of the best sports analysts in the country. Currently, Ghana Sports belongs to Kessben Sports. Man degree, Kitikrachi, una the way abraye. Yadamasipa, Muma yeti ayekono. Mamin call the next message. So, please. Ghana's chance of qualifying from the group is possible, but I'm afraid of our poor start at tournament. Nana Safo, Accra, Westland, una the way and so abraye. Please, who is coaching the Adriana Stars team? If he's a white man, I think he can coach the Black Stars better. They are a solid team. Okay. Arisi Kansem and I'm okay. Papa no Obon Homodin ye papa currently. Maybe a message way if he or say good morning to you all. Our game against England will be very tough, but Ghana will definitely beat them. They are more afraid of us because our boys know them well from the EPL. Than us. Panama is a snake on the grass, and Ghana must be very careful of them. Okay, not to put sand in our gari. Okay, Seth, would we if we Teshi Nungwa Estate, Accra, and Abre, though no African team has beaten them before, every team on earth is beatable. All right, the Mode Abre and no Enche Ghana matches no and so emo Brazil before the Qatar 2022. They had never lost to any African country, but in that tournament, Cameroon beat them. We can beat England for the first time as an African country. My name is Sabik Aguna Kwenyako Nediwe and so Abre. Our Utie Sabik. Also, we have the first time in everything. Brazil before Qatar 2022, they had not lost to any African country. But in that tournament, Cameroon beat them. Yeah. We can beat England for the first time as an African country. Sabik, what do you say about this?
That's possible. But when was the last time Ghana is a top country in Africa?
It's a Mali.
Oh wow. Okay, 11. One of the last time Ghana countries now were 11 Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Cameroon,
I think
Egypt.
I think 2015 year share Algeria.
2-1.
Yes, 2-1.
You
Yes.
know, so Ghana. The last time a team on way PS.
Yeah.
You know more ball like a shell.
Near Samoja and Shen, Wakasu, long.
Need the baby there to tap ball on the court, right? And upon we know about one of the best goals in the AFCON.
Sergio probably the one.
Sergio, yeah, share team or yeah, the Achapao.
Yeah, yes, I'm one team. Cameroon, yes, I'm 2017 no match. 2021, 2019 AFCON. Yet Cameroon team show.
Yeah.
Share the last AFCON they called 2021 against Morocco. They were 22 and Cameroon. Yet team show.
Even against Tunisia,
yes,
they get you so close.
Yes, and also Moshe. Sergio show any Egypt. Ever last AFCON. Yet team show. So Sergio, no correct.
This coach is failing to earn respect because he simply doesn't fit the role, especially when you consider the caliber of candidate the GFA claimed applied. His conduct is troubling. Constant post-match banter with journalists, openly dismissing public opinion and showing disregard for match statistics. Even when questioned about his own record, his behavior on the touchline, including running onto the pitch during a match against a low-profile team at the Accra Sports Stadium dressed in a kaftan, only reinforces the perception of unseriousness. When a coach openly claims he listens only to club and Eden Thursday, it comes across as arrogance in a country like Ghana, where humility and respect are highly valued. Such attitudes make it difficult for him to command national respect. Kwaku Sami, Massachusetts. And so Braye Kwaku, my you message no every ho. And tentem ede a man for and tebe dami ho batisia. Benji was watching you live from Fences area, Sunyani Road. Heart of Oak will massacre Nations FC today. Sir, massacre pa. Honorable wisdom was able to MC or to my be just
the latter almost will be good.
Massacre pa. All right.
Last is incarnation show in a way.
Okay. Ghana will surprise the world at the World Cup. It will be like the way small teams meet Chelsea and beat them. Crucial Raul Yate. The yehu ne yeka hwasem enye the yehu ana the yenya home bubia
surprising GDA no of him.
And the Camps will stop saying Chelsea is a young team. We have Argentina's number 8, England's number 10 and number 2, Ecuador number 6, Spain's number 3, Portugal's number 7, and Brazil's wonder kid. That excuse of a young team is light. Maresca should just get serious and get a permanent starting 11. This man is giving me headache. Farouk, Yuska, Pharmacy, and Pami number 2. As the way a brain program here. So
Makata Chelsea a young team there. Analysis no ensemi anam ye.
Yes. Min Kaiser Okase a young team.
Analysis no ensemi anam ye o ha say Chelsea omo Argentina we omo Brazil omo Spain.
Mo but the first say omo we in Chelsea team no young.
So omo yenko.
I've not even said that. I've not even said that.
Okay.
Min Kaiser will be a young one.
Okay. Enti young kombra na yemetwa so emfa mamo. Despite Croatia's backline, I believe we can score them 1 goal per and win against Panama. All right. Also, what do you think? Banano. Ini Huasimbia Eka. Okay. But the touch me pa ye England reject now. Say best start any day or Ghana. No.
Not be anti me dispute.
Obian from so far. Monsansi subi me for England reject. No. Muso best start or Ghana anytime.
Na say general livramento to money Nick Pope.
Bumbo de him for a mokano. Players.
Maguire will start in our national team. John Dahande will start.
Ben White
Kobe Manu will start. Adam Watson or Crystal Palace no be able to he doesn't start. He will start. Gerard Bowen will start. Jordan Henderson will start. Dan Woolberg will start. Luis Maskelly will start. Ben White will start. All those guys will start in our national team.
Okay.
Man can't my be from no. I am from when I'm talking best starting.
Danny Welbeck. Oba ebe to nyumashia no. Ednesi apakem. No be striker mai. Number 11 obe ball. England on count.
Edin Katiani Kale was no do na. Yes we am from Mbra na Ghana for say EBC am from. Omo ye crucial. Omo England.
Yeah. Okay. Why are you not talking about Panama? Please do that. Let your team check their players and technical team for us. They can be poison. All right, the end of oh, you're sitting home crankra. World Cup next year. Inti Inyabutre. Afiani you're sitting home crank and never share teams, you know, in the countries, no properly. And say England, Kakrankra, you need to be rende. Yeah, Kwaba never be Croatia and so Kakrebi. You make a lot about them. Before the tournament, you know, a best chance. Why? The who na yeka the surprises in the you know what's any. It means I never the best kind of surprises. They are can't really they giant reality in the Debbie. You ever can at the Afranca cracker. Why? They didn't mean serious and then Saudi Arabia, Argentina. And I'm a refugee. Qatar.
No way, Brazil in 1998 World Cup.
Yes. You're only discussing. Now before Argentina and Saudi Arabia, why a bit more Argentina the best Argentina?
Yes. Cameroon beat Argentina.
Yeah.
With a numerical disadvantage. Nobody thought Senegal beat me as France.
Yeah.
That Nigeria team Spain at the World Cup. Those surprises are there. But any panel of surprise now, so support to Man United. Now Man United Luton Town, but I don't catch a Luton Town, Man United.
That's it. Yeah, to Adrian, we are Kessben television. Kessben 3.3 Kumasi, Kessben 2.9 Accra. DSTV channel 364, Go TV channel 121. We final whistle. Remember Debia the Ebe Brem. See a Kwaba Tigana and Croatia no Kakrebi. Nafi Yasha league matches no Enra and Nede Basso Hatofuk any nations and Sana other league matches ni nano. The Bremo. Anyone talk to Adrian do me no and yes sorry. Nafi news no atwaso ntentem de amaye but yeko na yako dinko moka kra yeko Gentleman Dental Clinic na your name Mr. Albert Siao Ajiman atwetwe enkomo kakra ona kasama fo pacho se boko de
se jom pacho me hoye pa me gidi so nso
nakopadum akra hoye pa all right yeni nkomo kakra
Sergio de kan no me de enchia free Gentleman Dental Clinic aso e edemo Sergio jesi no efe pa
oh sir
Pompey na ewo mu de Pompey de anytime I met Pompey be a volcano na
wow
eba madrim
oh okay
from that long history
okay
but no wonder say Sergio you are like
who cause is here dia come Roma never just okobo can we hear me Roma
no wonder say Sergio you are like a volcano
oh sir
oh yes
that's it Jedidaya, this is in the man for Camfuno. Watara Mamuda Grass or see me Romreno. All right, me
all right, into Yafa Akonya we soon cheer Ghana Nibia or Kessben television and none of pay. And they honor 18 or Kessben FM. So, Omamu Shen or other social media handles. So, or Facebook or Twitter or TikTok. Baby, Gentleman Dental Clinic, yes, so your ho. It is a chira fire or dentist na yamwao. Na near can I say. Christmas season muana yeray from January up to December they be say every year I was say utimi ko hu dentist twice said this year untumi enkoya it is not too late ubetumi aba san say enipa bia wo how de aduane efa oyam wonum ko oyam de I was say utumi ehu oral status because the models operandi of the teeth no eseno the way a function ni dwumadie ni botae no say ye tiase a there are certain bad oral practice bi ho ma ye betwe ho aye den afri ho enti na Gentleman Dental Clinic ye ka say ye examination and consultation services ho bra na ye examine hu ne ekoso wonum because early detection no boa e ma say problem bi ba yetumi eso nte wa bra e ka no kra ye kitwa bi dan say ye betena wa hu say ye hu say blood ye nya bleeding gums ye se no efemfem ye nya pain and sana ya start say yetu anamo e basa at that time no na problem no na akoye kese na eka esese wo ho no na eka no so akoye kese ye tooth replacement say ese no etu na ye hye ne foforo ye cosmetic dentistry say ese no aye koko aye brown ye pese ye no white edema ni nyina oba ibetumi ayama na quickly no na ye pese ye ne amanfo esuade kakra efa tooth fracture ho ana say fractured tooth na empembebre no behu obi na clutches ehye ne moto mu na ne nan eye ne ya na otietia so adan a ose ne bone no ne leg bone no baabi abu anase ebi a emu apai sa situation ase problem we ebetumi ato esen enenti eba na sa na ye friend no tooth fracture which simply means say either the tooth is broken, chipped or cracked from the simple enamel down to the root because esen no said ye yesi hu no no ne tenten no if an say de ewo esro no enamel na ewo top no esro fita na eno na epia bonten no eno but ultra ogam line no baby a ogam ne osini hia na eho ene friend say osini root na eno a consist of 2/3 of esini nyina it is ohwe esini tenten no a efi ne neck no and I said ne gam no e de ba no eho no e deep down but in prem baby obi on na owe ade a e den te say dompe odidi wi a na dompe ni se ode beba ni wura no na owe dompe no e ba sa etumi ma crack e ba esinimu tumi epai se esino epa etumi dwasi obi okra ne de etumi dwakodru from enamel no down to the root obi ho no ma ice block bo a ice block yi especially be a pregnant women we say eno na okrevu for ne condo etu no de ne se ebobom ena obi susu ho no ma ne se no bruxism ye ka bruxism a ene say ne se no clench against each other either awake or unconsciousness because obi ho no ma asem kra ehu bi to no a na ne se na start na kasi so na clench against each other ena obi wo so a oda na ne se no na otwere ne se na ese no etwi na friction take over na affect enamel no because ese no ne structure no ubo say with time no ubo ko na aye weak nti bibi to na nto screen so a on say we no bruxism na ma ne se nyina ahi aba ye entientia na ewo ho eba sa no a on say enamel no normal shape na say ese nya no say enamel ni eni ho biem nti ama root no and I said the sensitive layer to say dentin ni pop no abaye exposed say ni pa with time bia no nanum temperature cross sa iced water onom ade a enyinu ebia abrobe anka etumi ema ne se no na efemfem no nti wo hwe obi a we broken tooth either say by tooth trauma ebi onya accident bi ebi otehwe obi ni pra no eba ne sa no a na ese no ne function na say e play because apart from say ese no wanum na etumi restore confidence no e play role say ebe bite into front teeth na ye inside no say eno no e broken na eba sa no a na ne function na say utumi enya aduane bi te say chocolate biscuit ni ade a o de beka no na de abu no na lose ne function ana afeso so no occlusal erosion enso another factor ema obi etumi enya tooth fracture ye ka occlusal erosion na occlusal no premolars no udodom sen no ni udodom premolars ni molar tooth no esena pampam ho the chewing surface no ubehu se ase ho no de amoamoa bi eseno dodom ho no ne top no ase ho no amoamoa enye straight et se car tie it is a car tie no se area ubese na aye tron se be ya intimi friction to me intake effect it obo break kra na epa enti occlusal na esese etumi ewi se because udodom sen is for chewing se aduane no eno na be wesa na my body no so enya yam na digestion so take effector body no so enya ni nutrients no every digestion enuane na aba onipaduane mu no enti eba sa no a na eho no ehi na eba sa na ma sensitive layers te say dentin no that yellowish layer no na aye exposed it is any pa no say or brushing se a den say obetumi ama bristles no akoka ho enti say nipa no ontimi ntwetwe ne se ontimi brush eba sa no a na asama scent anase bacteria enya kwan dum ne kwan fa so ma obi enya occlusal erosion no te say drinks ya aba mi nka say ginom but acid na ewo mu no soda no eno dissolve enamel no enkakra eti ese no egusu a adwuma no ubo se na afei na occlusal no ho ni nyina no ana osinu dodoma pampam na say edi dwuma die kese no na ho ni nyina na ma layers no na assign ababe people obi so ha ne de ye aging especially 50 years and above esena ye adwuma abite achiu eti abasa no a na ama tooth no ne structure no aye weak te say pillar in fact aye weak no eti the more na o de every ade te say hard nut no ne enam no one day bia wo bo bibi mo a na ma ese no abu but ese no say crack ebemu a ema bacteria no tumi enter na wadidi akodu that sensitive layer na your friend no enam dentin no eti obi ho no mo a make say nanum temperature kra esesa na ama ne sena start say FMFM no to obi ho no ma bia 20 seconds 30 seconds ne sena to me FMFM ne sa na fe so no obi ho no ma te say ankane abrobe a mekan eno so ye niema eno so odia na ama ne sena FMFM no instead say obekwa ko hu dentist no na or resort to medications money adia ye wo ho say ye beboa anything na ye ka say ye qualified doctors any nurses and a face so no your sophisticated machines ni instruments are ye betumi aye adwuma no restore ose no ama ne function no because ebasa no a aduane na wodi ni bi ekohyehyɛ crack ni mu a epro ekɔ a ema na ma tambia no na scent ewo wonum ana face so no root na ese no root na ewo ho no on say there is this lining and I say root no bibia fiber bia etwa ho hia ye friend cementum na sa cementum no et a bone like ni nature na say bone na edwura ese ne ho na ehye ose no either upper and I say lower jaw no wapantai kase no esoro ana efom no ese ne tua ne socket mu sane be ya ese ne betumi agina hopeme enti sa cementum no eno so na connected to ligament no gingival ligament no enti se ebasa no a na etumi asupporti ese no ma ese ne tumi agina hopeme se de be ya ese no enye mobile start se ekeka enti eto ho no a ye friend say root no eno na house pop no anase ne canal no enti ene ma ye ka se problem crack it down crack kosi ase ho no the only procedure betuma ye ene say ye be root canal treatment ene say ye ko osene eto na ye kwa koyi fiber na asai no tissues na asai ni nyina na ya ye ho adwuma e de ama ho ye wo composite filling wo ho ye wo amalgam filling ye wo GII betumi a restore osene no ama osene fa na tuma pefra enti hwehwe ye kira kwan ye Kumase Bantama Abepo Junction total filling station ho e ho na wo behu Judgment Dental Clinic na afei o hwa me free Accra and other branches no Accra ye wo Nungwa ya relocated from C5 yaba the NDC party office no e wo Nungwa secondary school ni chen ho pe Domi Kwabenya Atomic Down e ho so ye branch no bi wo ho Udu Techiman ye wo Market Magazine Road no so ye ni AY Ahmed ene hwanimu opposite ana face so no okọ Koforidia ye ni Central Police Station no na ebo ho pe takrade e banchance Tadisco down Udu Aflawo ye ni Ecobank ene wo the same building mu na se okọ Tamale Judgment ube hu ye otushigu ye ni Central Post Office no na hwanimu na emom no Christmas nyina ye nko break enti ye wo ho se ye be som omanfo eti se won se crack about cinema ema wuti pain ema o we se aduane a o se no efemfemo eye wo ya bra na yenye ho adwuma emfamo your number is 055 913 95 82 055 913 95 82 and 0549 906 588 0549 906 588 from Sisia na yentwetwe komo idamase pa
okay yenso be damasi papa Judgment Dental Clinic Albert Ajian Sian Ajiman ya das hokwa Dr. Frimpong chianoma pa also wa dodgy ache but you are around okay Christmas nyenue ene is it 13th or
no 14th?
No 14th, right? Oh, okay. You're few days away, in fact 10 days, eh? And then 13th, right?
13th.
Yeah, come Mickey.
Yes, General.
Yeah.
Also, 14th.
Ose na me sure.
Na me sure.
But who are correct me no? Me de na me sure me ka 13th or 14th. But who na sure na correct me. Ose 14th.
Me so na me sure.
Obi eti. Obi eti.
Ai, na sure.
So who correct na 14th no?
Na me sure. Ose na sure. Oti, ye falisa.
Na mo vote enti no.
Se me sure mbo. E na oso nya sure. Ibe hu.
Okay.
Ai.
Obombo bra Ose
na asema na video de betumji
una na wa
o kwa make it for
odifo ya
the Judgment there so man
yes obi o kind of credit me
kwa me anya de the party pusia say
me netro o buy us 14
o dey also 14 but me grant I reflect them say na say lumba ye me da fie nyina mo say
13 enu kra be sim timanka can me try
Timidifo. Okay.
Anyway, here. Correct you, so go straight to the point. You know what I'm saying?
If
you are not sure,
the only no. Say no be see a card. Only man kwawi. You free hard with I don't know.
Bismarck College. Bismarck College. One more other Roma and almost say Sabre Fantu wenim
Bismarck.
Okay. College. Okay. One more and a wasino Omashase admission no nti Bismart say hyene so se wasi no wo ma hyase admission no enu nti se wakotwo wasi no wan pass obese ochoro ansa na wakọ akọchoro bi wo school na opportunity aba e dia maw edin no ti a eche se okọchoro wo ho a obe pass Bismart College we are smarter wasi resource no obetwa ye ewo Bismart College general arts and now say general science home economics visual art business and now person we are but motin na freye ne enu nya arrangement and found ni baby bia wo bia an opportunity or the mount hostel facility available at the amount and so ewo ho and in tishanin so na Bismart College registration ashase wasi and in tishanin so fumeswa Cobalt obetimi afreyen one number way so 0555 746699 0555 746699 register obano one so kwana ko register 0246 074268 0246 074268 wo friend number we so a inchechemu bia obia no ye no ebedi hu nkomo se eyekumase anase sunyan de e ma nenyo problem bomodin na frɛ yen na enu ndi nkomo wasi no na ebeboa amotima ko university enu nti ultra choba bia yentwa resource mu choba bia obepasse bia ultra obepasse eye Bismart College 0555 746699 Diako Bites adia Roma Diakon Bites Diakon ube Diakon aha Diakon Bites ada Roma and the Christmas inter areas gala no ebaso we the bia fibia koso ewo Kotei Astrotef ne so Kotei Astrotef ne so ena fibia yebo eyesa gala yi na fi nyamia ya dom ena Diakon Bites wabesom edia amaye enti hyene som se Diakon Bites gala Christmas gala eba be koso no hyene som na obra hobi na behwebi eba so Friday 19th of December to Sunday 11th of January 2026 24 teams 46 matches 1 winner upemu nchemu bia 0244 606 495 0244 606 495 number we na be free na hyene so se Diakon Bites also odaso as headline sponsor nti prizes awodo for wa obeji gala no otoso mienu ene obetoso miensa ene eye dwumedi na se no nyema bekoso ho no ese weni ense o ka kire enti Christmas die gala bia ni baabia gala ekoso a wo so kwase eye Diakon Bites Christmas inter areas gala ekoso ewo Kotei Astrotef ne so
okay
me hobby
me hobby
me de medie mu a
the crew ni nyina wo hobby so the area
me area
yeah
enti ayija Kotei
yeah
Kodie krom de Diakon baabia mpotemu nyina general eno ne yebo na ya bossa yenya headline sponsor
okay
enti afi ena nyamia ya dom e ma Diakon
okay
Bites
mudananasi
pa se nana wabesum ede amaye
okay
general blood donation so koso
okay
blood donation so koso enu ti sene so bra na be donate blood se le se jo kan u donate blood a u save obi nkwa obi na aba o donate bema o donate ma o do aba mpanyifo awoto obi e donate blood ni bi nti so bra na be donate blood ni bi enye so donate blood na o pe bibi and abi blood do donate a e chira samre de bebre e save obi nkwa e wo baabi e ma onyam nhyira blood de save obi nkwa unye mu nhira nti hyene so na bra dum aseda house abra ya omo donate no omo donate bi no
nti enka achiri kra
eba 8 to 4 pm 4 pm and the beba na emrewom nti bra konfa no che blood bank father room no maba omo twi moja no and in say this nti usukura na
beshira wo na o de jinkwa o de jinkwa kan ho bra kwa me enwie ba betrase na blood donors no yetwen omo so beba na fe omo ba donate blood and so and I'm so untimi nko abra yenka Kessben Outreach Foundation
general nsensemo ho
enchekra yebeko
mampon baby som ye ko 24th of December na general afinimu nyina yenyema bebere ye ko 27 homes and no na ye the climax ye nyema activities ye no until from January to Sabre no ye hwe nkoda ye ko home sawodo ko nyema bebre de mo nkora school fees obo mu ko omuni bidi operation ye ni nyina nemum afe ne be na wie ya na afe yakomampo baby som ene other 27 homes ene ye ko yo madoye na mampo baby some afi no ye decide say entade de ye we enough because e bi o ha throughout the year no o me the donations ba enti afi mu de entade de ye we enough ade ehia ye pa e ye nkora aduane o me duane lactogen cerelac eburo betimi de aba
emu
anwa de ba ye
doko
drinks awodo bia de ba
nkwada omunya omani jibia bo se bo nkwada omufie ni ma be na de ma omani jipa
sardine
afiaso
faba kan ye de no ho na yemfa nko mampo baby som ene other 27 homes ene ekoyo madoye no nti afi bia de bia de oka giving there minim so ye number 1 because of inshira ewom inshira de bia oka miki giving there oya unyemu inshira because of what you
yeah obi ma ne broso na o chade o de misinya se bia wo
obi broso debi
kakra bi o bia no wo ni obi nhye kakra bi a wo no no obi nhye
ho na se eyenta ho na stripped ho na no nya so faso instant no nya so faso nti fa de ne bra ne mfa ke de ne mfa nko mampom baby som na yam kura no eninje any other 27 untimi mba wo de obetima ye odi ni sika 1 Ghana cedi 2 Ghana cedis 3 Ghana cedis no
wasenya bia fa line no to
0245
75
95 93 0245 75 95 93 0245 75 95 93 momo number wo sendia edi embeba eye Kessben Foundation anye Kessben Foundation na men sende emfamba wo de wo sendia men nyese o me frebu sasaba wo sendia Kessben Foundation by no aba ne da wase na nyame ebehia wo instantly
ten so untimi mfa maso anema no bebia wo bia no kire
ofre na ye beba
fa no man ye beda sepa why tuntum ena ye doso edin kan Mrs. Ado yeah head of marketing yes
ye ko
ne ma me da form nena ye ne baso
ye ko ho
yeko
efriwa
yes an idi enso ma me da form idi ga tusu enso ye ne ansa na ma du twumwa mra e wo angel ono na hwe ya
papa matise so wa hwemo pa maestro ba wo se ma mi a hwe ye
ya ni bi da ma du twumwa na de so da ho nso wo kwa no so ha bokrum sepe bokrum ya and others enso ka ho na bia ye kwa ya lumba so de so
de baby
long last ya SMP all right ye fancy na fi ye to adwumede ne so dumienu na ye peja ye mu achede de ho e wo mfaso pa kala na 19 fie pipi ba se o yi am obi de ihu bibi da okay yemfa eno so nsia yento aso na yenhwe matches na mini me betuma hwe Ghana ni Croatia no kakra mini ma de guti akala why wonim sa de hwe me so giving there dabi minua no dabi on de need here taking sa kala so yenyi ma dabi okay No one come and I was on but you I don't depend on it. Me ya kala we. Wo na obi here no. Okay. Hey, me no credit to me kan.
Who ya kala we?
Never.
Na me go.
Kojam hanko company na me pe bia. Okay. It was. Oh, yeah, kala. Please, please, I want Andy Kem to explain by what metrics or yardstick is he basing his assertion on that those England players he mentioned will start any day for the Black Stars? Is it because they play in the EPL or what? Sometimes his analysis are so straight. The Toto Asonomenka, Abba, Benjamin, Romario Akins, Abokobi Boy, Accra. They also the Abreye and so no. By what metrics or yardstick? Now come on, so I'm starting any day, any time for the Black Stars. And here all my local matches in the crowd. Croatia crowd, you know here I just said the crowd.
What is it? 2 seconds.
Okay, 2 seconds.
You know, Gerard Bowen has been a consistent performer for West Ham in the last 4 or 5 seasons. Even when Kudus was there, he was their top scorer. Even when Kudus was there, he was their top scorer.
What's up?
Yes. And you are saying this that player will not start in the Blasters.
Ahead of.
Do you know a ringers thing now? Be anywhere ahead of, with the exception of Kudus. Kudus the only ball check that are born with. Born body Kudus is ahead of him. But check his number. He's ahead of any of our wingers. Do you know a Blaster? No. Who are the players? Do you know your players name why more? Your players in England national team no one about championship or Mbobi. Do you know England national team one about championship? We have for time.
You mentioned about 6 players.
Yes. Dan Huberg is the top scorer. Is 7 goals scored ahead of even our own Semenyo. He is not part of their 22. And I'm saying that the Edin Ketia Kalu Mosen Odona, yes, form Umrano. They come from where?
England.
How many England for? Do they consider them in their national team? No. And Kayen Konoke do say inform Umra. And Kayen Konoke do say inform Umra. It is a joke. We are Ghanaians. Ghana say a bed. But say
then we best start to Ghana.
Yes, the strikers near why more. Like you know, Ghana quite any number 9 say you. Blaster.
Danny Welbeck.
Blaster and Cassia number 9 wine. You know, Jordan are you? Mewa. Any Jordan are you?
Yeah.
Dien na ye tikruma yen kan fa Jordan. Dien ye tikruma yen kan fa Jordan. And we are talking about a national team. Championship players require campaigns. Bench or Messi campaigns our national team. That is the kind of national team that we're talking about. And yeah, Ghana for, but you know, I'm talking about players who are playing for teams in Europe and who are playing so well.
Let me say, I forget your level. That's the reason why Ibn Mukasa.
You forget about
your level.
Your level.
Yes. Andy Andika, Sergio Germany 2006. We had Juve, Vinapia, Juve, Fenerbahce, ACN, Chelsea, Sulemuntari from Inter, later to Portsmouth, later to Inter Milano. Matuama with Nagbreda, Asamoah with Modena, Otuado with Freiburg. Sergio, you forget your level. Sergio, your midfield, no Chelsea, Juve midfield, for God's sake, no crowd. That was the level we were. Even come to the 2010s when Kevin Prince Boateng from Portsmouth, Oko AC Milan, Kodada Kujua Samoa with Udinese, Sulemuntari with Inter Milan. And Sergio, not Dominique Dia has gone to AC Milan. These were the level that we were, Sergio. And then she midfield. No. That time I was telling Andy, say, and then you bread to get midfield. And this Black Stars, you need set up now. One who are 4-5 midfielders, one don't so 4-5. The rest now no more in forwards, wingers, no money strikers in our cabo. And that is where you were options. Baby, you were the likes of Isaku, Niama, Kudus, Antoine Semenyo, Jordan Ayew. You should a typical striker. Brandon Thomas Asante a typical striker. No, only be more. Oba Black Stars only be more. Just few minutes. Be able to talk with Nabem 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes. No about the ball. Recently now, Prince Eduka Benababa show glimpses. Be kakrama amount for any GD on mu. Sergio level no how from TS so much as here.
As a man 40 as I can best ma a dunu na dumienu abo ama ye peja ye. I think I'm thinking about what Nigerians will say if Ghana fails to qualify from this group. Citizen Abacha, the way free takrade and Aba, on the Nigeria phone or you say Omobe high ye papa and qualifier. Danny Welbeck is better than Jordan and Inaki, and that he will start for the Black Stars any day. Why and so they Aba no. All right, my young call a year. I'm saying for Ghana, be a group ready, Ghana Croatia, and young for more on Monday. Free Monday, more time. I will say, I'm also the more questions about. Ask him again if these English boys can play in Comoros, Congo, and some of the toughest places on the African continent. Benjamin Romario Akins, Abokobi, a boy, Accra. Ask him again if these English boys can play in Comoros, Congo, and some of the toughest places on the African continent.
How is that place tough? Say with the England go chat. Chat. Na jina ko to krom nti mo chat. Ko to krom meeting go chat.
Mintia say chat.
Me dem betem tell
say. Ko to ko bit ma bo chat.
Mintia say I don't get you. Omo nya de. You know chat omo ya de. Say wo ye team near do wa pair chat omo ya de. And how is that place tough? How? Teams na no omo boy no. One na tough. Who is among the cathedrals in Africa? One the whole history be a bit me actually in African football say Comoros history way. Chad history, Central African Republic history,
Congo.
You know, Congo.
Also, me a bossa teams.
Like
also, boys now, you know, me feature for these countries. Is that not what you said?
And I'm going to say,
okay.
Sebia send Kevin Bahane, your Kobodos AFCON qualifier one man. This will be a major tournament and all.
But I want to answer that question. Chancellor Mbemba ne ata musuaku ene one bisa
kamona
you know almost no muti abrochire one bisa kam ye wo mo omo ba omo for Congo enko playoff omo kwa akobo world cup it is sanity but well that is Mekai 2022 yeah draw na discussion you know it was just like this and very typical of Ghanaians you would gidi with team so much balance ya na yesu
Senhor, any mali wakra obia tenase obia sorry
match be ne bo we minister be ka kire
any mali obia sorry
okay please don't be gaslighted into thinking Messi has a bigger pool in world football than Ronaldo. We the CR7 fans don't need to beat our chests about it every day. It's clear for everyone to see. And he's right. Messi's influence in the MLS is largely limited to the dominant Latin American states. I watched an Inter-Miami game at our MetLife Stadium a few months ago, and it was honestly an eyesore. Half the stadium was empty. Sai Rudy Edway Efree, New Jersey. And so Abeka Yensa. All right, mo share your league matches no. Kakra bi na min ko kala ho. You say there or the message kakra na eba. Na tade no watro animu man. Menim so mbuti ma capture man na man. Sa kala brenimu kakra bi camera for no.
Na so okay, so. Asmo kan ampa.
Asmo kan ampa.
I'm sure.
So we be mo so ya fata de no.
So be ma training mo. So na me dizi atali.
Kalala. Okay. Usual league matches, you know, and so they didn't get there to Jano, Mediana Kakosa Heart of Lions. My name is Soku Nipa Bibra, because Diana will form pa. A surprise, one, Diana win.
And shocking.
Oh, sir. Okay.
Minya chance, Diana game on Baba against Kotoko. And I started following the Diana team last show matches in the B. You know, they have very good players. And almost signings in Suyi, and they have a very good coach in Chioba Arestica. And last season, we saw a fat team halfway, and now the boy, and to know was signing a chance. I had the preseason year, and as I said, who quite also first year set up, no, so more person more compete in the league now, and clearly, you know. Heart of Lions on some a very good side and very consistent in the Premier League. It is not easy to travel all the way to that place and beat them. But Adriana team in general, Oma blended the youth alongside
Heart of Lions open team nina. Ebi adjoined Galaxies ana. Some 3 of them also.
Yes.
Adjoined Galaxies.
Yes, but you know,
to South Africa.
say I know the opa obetimi a request say omo.
Okay. Hey, nkwala nkwa gonya sa opportunity.
No say me dey ma give. Almost request here. Almost place be say o ebi asoko.
Okay.
Nti general.
Ba say nna no mo ko.
Oh yes.
Gala is home free hand.
Yes. Yeah. Now I've not checked so omunya almost squad ning na.
Okay.
I've not checked. But you know whichever way you give it to Adriana Stars. Whichever way you give it to Adriana Stars. At least on match they say omu ye team omo ready to compete in the league.
Yeah.
Omo ma with any excuses. Omo ready say league no person ogie dia. Ye wo venu bi wo ha wo kwa e wo so otimi ko na akonya point edi free ho. And say jo omo ba akumase na omo be pick your point. Omo ko Heart of Lions akwa akonya 3 points. E kire how Adriana are prepared to win the Ghana Premier League. And Mediama and so actually say this season they are ready to win the Premier League. And to give it to Adriana Stars and give it to Chilba Arestka.
Okay.
But yeah, Juma na why you know and on gradually air swabana.
Yeah.
I hope say enko sesa by a bet to asosa na the previous years the level of competition omo dia ma Heart of Folk Kotoko ama say omo san back bi no sa competition na e bet you go to a point na player ekọ Adriana you know not Heart of Folk player ekọ Adriana na Kotoko so any two teams you know almost fighting for certain players within the contest. Mika Kalib, Mika Zakaria, Mika Iman Obuatin. This time baby Adriana Stars drew and they are playing so well. You know, let's give it to them at least to travel all the way. No more basically 3 points in a day on my idea.
And I had to focus Nations FC 4 p.m. Everybody live. Our TV3 in Afe Unia TV. Yeah, Heart Nations.
You know, Coach Frimpong Banson Eba Nations mode bono wa away in Sweden. 3 games wa bo away no. Or draw against Bechem United, Olusu against Brekum, and Olusu against Holy Stars. Nti Nations team na away games no ma bono. 3 games no mo ntimi win bi. Last season no mo kobo match no e wotema against Heart of Folk. And ko share 1-0. I think it was Razak Simpson who scored that goal. It was a cracker. In Utimi share sa goal. Now so oba behwe team a your friend Heart of Folk almost so the last 5 games Sergio omo win ba kope performance na nye omo camp esan di omo ka akatua na omo di omo ka do omo ntua nti the only motivation is that Hearts will match they need to play and obviously when you are a player and a professional you need to win a honey baby has to Edina CC into Nations a advantage in terms of the recent meeting between the two in a way and again the Nema Akosto within the week Heart of Folk and Nema Enkoye Nations got the chance but Koji Dramani will also love to redeem his image baby a league in Ekon you know ayetete abete na ne cha no when you the right position and near as a coach no so a team level ne so Emma or credentials and Ebafem until he would love to motivate his boys. Ali Muhammad is fit, that David Opanfrane is fit, Oseti Bay is there, Amankwa is there, Rashford is there, all the guys are there. But to be in him has a full problem. Goal scoring. They still rely on Maule Waya on your consistent in terms of playing or no sha. The next game no pra no about and one baby on my holding. Hamza Issa has been on and off. Martin Kakari on and off. In terms of attack, you know, I did the Amahas folk and meeting Oko Grepman, Kofo, Razak Simpson, you know, they are there very tough.
Okay.
With Chawate up front for a team friend in Nations FC. But you know, a game will look more of a draw. Nations double chance in this particular game.
All right. And the match is Miensa and a wiki. The suffer for a year. Omedinke Heart of Lions ne Diana Stars you know. And they Heart of Folk any Nations on the also live 4 p.m. Sansuna Santi Kotoko nyame admochina omne dreams you know and also on the live 4 p.m. Minim yenkan sa matches ni na mbako ana mani da super but no omda ko say Wednesday a Gold Stars and media match no big game by all star and you know nyame admo free draw there
a number of players in the free media market.
Yeah, a dozen. Yeah. Okay.
On the match
Bibi any dance park that's our game no ebeba so all right yenhwe kakra bi na menko kala so Asante Kotoko Dreams FC Bechem United 11 Wonders and also because so ewo Nana Fosuji Abo Park no eso and Sodro All Blacks Omni Vision FC and also Swed Road Stadium. Basake Holy Stars and if FC Samatex and Subakoso Ewo AAK the second sports arena and Brekum Chelsea and Sony Hoho United Golden City Park no eso and if Young Apostles and a Karela and Subakoso Ewo Wenchi Sports Stadium. Yemfaka Krebi Yempika Krebi Bes Mabemi no na Yentwaso Nina Enkamu.
All Blast against Vision. All Blast games are almost starting and they're very difficult. Gradually, almost pick up, but they draw in their last game. Things have not been well. Almost a player in the call up to the local blaster. Unfortunately, their main striker will not be available. But against Vision at home, pressure now, a man shall say and above them, and I'm expecting them to continue. You know, a game I make for All Blast at home. Kotogo against Dreams. Kotogo fans will not accept any excuses again. Coach Karim Dito and the guys no excuses na ba. Omuko hohoi anku yan fa momu e momu kolusu to hohoi. Oma really concerned about injuries. Oma really concerns about the Kotoko attacking play against Dreams FC General. Dreams enye team omu be krum ha omu be kire se omu e ready to stop Kotoko, omu e ready to beat Kotoko. With the players available now, I'm expecting Kotoko to win this particular game. It's General etira Obia 4 p.m. at the Babara Sports Stadium. Obia Muchi na onko ta Kotoko chima bibia ntimi nkoyi. League match na ebas obia nko hebi. Fortunately, Chelsea will be playing today. Man United will play on Monday. It's not so much difficult game, and it's a tough game. So it's obia back tonight. Into obia anko ne venue Ghana Premier League ne course na nko. You know, I'm expecting a win from Kumasi Asante Kotoko in this particular game. Okay,
Intina and so no. Yemfa NCA na minko referee Kala benimse nkomo kakra ewo ho and so bibia boko dem.
Oh yes ado.
Man. Yes. Nene unumse need a birthday. Uyawe. Hey.
Oh zame yare da fie maintain kai.
Okay.
Ti ono ampa.
Birthday oni ni two afidi.
Be nye sure. It will kan me buza se sa. Ni obetuma bibia o. Ni betuma bibia ba me nye sure so betuma this year betuma. Ultimi nya ni sa ya. Ndo nye sure menka mpacho. The do her me celebrate nkakre. Ni yeah, that's ni dako. And then ni dako birthday. Ni kotoko dako. My wish so happy birthday. Why? We your brother. Nyakopon onko so anonyo kese be e wakoma so no nyakopon onfa ema na onyo kese unshira ema. Happy birthday, bro. Ni dako kotoko number 15. Ono another television national. Ni so kumasia.
Ana
Ni dako dia. I say kotoko celebrating over enyasam ketu akra. This guy and Asante Kotoko omo bo poase bo hobi.
Nkrenia waje Kotoko atu brother
ni Kotoko dawasi what God bless you for supporting Asante Kotoko. Odo wakoma ni obi bia tai team no echi. God bless you. Happy birthday. Nida kuna ne de ne
minim de doctor minim de akbe
CEO Saturday
and as ene memenda yeah
minim de akbe ya
na baby a omo one ike won so no ben lumba so ayi na ho nyina be tum nida nida
agwe
ni
obodi dia do ya da
ni ebe you don't think amo. Happy birthday bro.
Happy birthday bro.
Kala
Joe, after throughout the weekend, na me monitor mo referees officiating there na dey ha me pa be match bia na mo kan wasema.
Yeah.
Na mo ko fa ba say be match bia.
Wo hunu sa
oh as a ball dey clear penalty.
Oh okay.
On the bench but obi send me aminu ajike manu. They start bi okoye ya me kohwe bia o se ball dey diving no.
Was it diving?
Yeah,
okay.
I was shocked because
I see. When I say diving,
me aminu ajike manu.
Jike manu say diving.
Yeah, because
wow.
When it started, I say so I claimed penalty na dey. Ono hu ni say.
And na yefi. Was it diving? Jike say diving no. Okay.
I just only close shot. Me say that every still pictures. Me am def me able to.
Yefi. Jike say diving.
The attitude of the defender.
Yeah.
So then the referee was so closed. I think ohun bibia say. So e ba say ma sabi man di no nya bika because Andy okabia me my referee da e bia to me da but for say e bia referee we close say no so on the match na say obo hu bibi say at least we player no what stretch up a ball there's no way say obesha da say on top for cause nka wa mo na nka obetimi as advance and so case say no Tino referees no
but I'm sure defender no right leg no be we call boy attacker no so right leg but I'm yenhwe
oh says unya still picture say yes okay kin shin no and you know team say it was a foul any quite so case say so teams at times do more cause to complain because the glaring referee about he was less than 9.15 meters no I no cry near yesterday the officiating match no so I don't see why I went to me no and then at the so your best referees no baby adrunating so on the match then say obi investment obi bibia all year so went to me who say no man na in the end no okokoko ye bibi say ya then okofa course and the mark clubs no and my clubs no in your cause to complain so secondly Joe I'm say medical ababeka e wo ha say medical ababeka wo ha say yempani for now omu yi referees no kotoko ne ha se nyaade this season ye nyina ye hwe nyina etim so kotoko ne ha se nyaade o it is if say omo say young guys no mo ba no me monitor kotoko bachi the kaje young for the esa babidi do omo nyaade me obi anu obom pa ye se bibisa abesi na se wo sa de akola ne ba wo dampo akola ne spirit wan hwe ya kotoko fo ne ntia ma se he ba kodru no na fe akofa nse bebrebe na akola no yi na free officiate mu ya be sro maka me bompa ye se china akola no benya successful match but mesre o mu wo sa anoma no se match bi on at least ka akola ba ko ye fort na pen mu gina mu a na ko mu de asua de bebrebe no mo hu noise a e wo kotoko de has match na nkwa nkoba sa that's all mana obeka say a live match obi anya no hwe ntino ombra but referee no ni bi da na be jai sa adoma no amana kokwa you are building akola in future enye na open no enne kotoko de dreams match we ni a ade achi a o matches bebrebe so why not echira na ene nkwa ene sa akola no wo de beji ni din so de me chere no jo ukaba kubuko yi ba kubi bo about broni no na o ma comment bi wo boy bia income
yes income dia no income dia no pa chomo we no so a mo ma kala ma comment o ma
na me hwe na me sire
na o sire o okay enti sa o
jo
go tie ni pa no comment na na asuntra
ba no instructor
yes
me follow no baby apa me ne chat ebisa ne
was it the referee had it wrong
yes jo obeka se referee ni na wrong and now so the football understanding which is the spirit of the game we have the spirit and the letter so we'll try the referee here and I correct
okay
so we'll try the referee here
we just know
yes I correct because
Samolinkum
you benches and bobo one when that substitution end substitution you can say you be a free man time I say any padu be free mu no oba bontene na said you all come no so wura a and that substitution end it is here you are free na say why ujesi why suppose your body and only emphasize the embobo
my instructor say oh wrong
that's it fine I'm just saying pass a try but the football understand better na obi a ofi bi kro musu tabo kro beti asese where the obi ade to see you na free it is like some ball echo outside na player no at ball no na referee wa just foul atiano now say okwa koba na yellow card because ball no hwe be dey adwene na ho bibia ni ho and watch ball no it is all command yellow card e hu ya I think that's for written who hu kwan so be ka say referee no e there but the spirit and the letter and the football understanding
or say it is the way you sing God yeah, you sing now so we into
because I also say a compulsory equipment that only be a ma omo ball so also related
can I say wrong there I know defending is a
no they make sure they say they make say and your mama mienu
wrong
no jo ababi na make sure remember can say be o say you ko ade my instructor catch say na a football game a decider. I can just about a few seconds to end the match. Player no ball no run jersey. I say or the celebrity I say man card. But all right, spectators with the ball no and the jersey no. I go check crepobia or teadim. The whole stadium was applauding this player.
All right. Really, you can once no. And I inkumo ba no yin jersey.
Yes.
Yeah. And referee no a friend say masa bra ye you from there but just now you know NT me sound amount because no aje yellow card dada and or the red no at the man no inkum was shocked.
So
no no basel eh.
Okay. So we reference and we unya butre bebrebe no the law no e back we
reference.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Back so a mistake.
No, they make it. No,
you better so
that's all try their referee mistake.
Okay. La instructor that's why a mistake. You tear some of
okay.
Emre makwa me sent.
Emre me said that call no.
All right.
Reply me.
Yem fancy. Emre so e say page mu na news no to aso tentem de emaye. Mbajo e live commentary beba every sentence ni nyina Andy yenye intentem bacho 12 abo
you know with the apostle Stephen Owusu answer same a pastor or say eneye ni birthday you know that
same sound
there be madam for same
okay
or say or she apostle happy birthday.
Okay, all right, news up next the live commentary beba free sentence